The girl was a famous pop queen. But she somehow traveled back to the ancient Beastmen world, becoming a weak and helpless little female. She thought she'd lost everything overnight. But with the help of a baby-making system, she started to thrive. One by one, handsome beast husbands joined her harem. Right now, Liu Zhaojiao was deep in a dense forest. Her head was buzzing. Where is this? Where am I? Then a broken electronic voice suddenly echoed in her mind. Congratulations, Master. You are the 1088th chosen one. This life, the system has brought you to the Beastmen world. Enjoy being surrounded by handsome men. Here, female fertility is low. The male-to-female ratio is 50-1. You, Master, have powerful fertility. We look forward to your great contribution to the Beastmen world. The males here are all incredibly capable and handsome. And polyandry is allowed. To ensure your safety, you'll feel no discomfort during pregnancy and childbirth. You'll recover quickly after giving birth. The system has also prepared an eternal space and a newbie gift pack. Have fun, Master. When Liu Zhaojiao finally snapped out of it, she realized she had fallen off the stage during her own concert. Liu Zhaojiao couldn't help but facepalm. Isn't this just like a novel plot? She had actually traveled through time and ended up in the ancient Beastmen world. But she had worked so hard in the entertainment industry, clawing her way to pop queen. How could she lose everything overnight? Remembering when she was barely conscious, Liu Zhaojiao tried calling out to the system a few times. But aside from the birds flying overhead, she got no response. Could it be that she was hallucinating as she was dying? Just then, a flash of white light appeared before her eyes. She found the dense forest in front of her had vanished. All that was left was a tiny room about 4 or 5 square feet. In the corner, there was a pile of snacks and a first aid kit. Remembering the newcomer gift pack she'd heard about, Liu Zhaojiao's mouth twitched. What kind of system is so unreliable? A newcomer gift pack with just some snacks? Just then, she heard a huge roar. She jumped in fright. Snapping back to reality, the dense forest reappeared before her. Could that so-called space be controlled by her mind? Liu Zhaojiao tried again. And it was just as she thought. The roars were getting closer. It sounded like animals fighting. In the end, curiosity won over fear. Liu Zhaojiao pushed aside the bushes and looked over. What she saw almost made her scream. Not far away, a black creature as thick as a well opening. A giant snake was fighting several white tigers. Suddenly, the black snake turned its head and looked right at her. The moment their eyes met, Liu Zhaojiao clamped her hand over her mouth. She quickly hid, her heart pounding wildly. It felt like it might burst out of her chest any second. System, help. But no matter how much she called out, there was no response. Oh crap. What kind of crappy system is this? It just dumps me here and leaves. Don't see me. Liu Zhaojiao closed her eyes, trying to hypnotize herself. She hugged her knees, curling up as small as she could. Hiding herself in the bushes, the snake and tigers were still fighting nearby. After who knows how long, things finally calmed down. Just as Liu Zhaojiao was about to open her eyes, suddenly the giant snake's tail wrapped around her and lifted her into the air. She struggled desperately. Don't move, Mo Ran said, a little helplessly. Liu Zhaojiao immediately covered her mouth with her hand. She couldn't believe the giant snake in front of her. Was that voice really coming from it? But weren't animals banned from becoming spirits after the Republic era? The snake's round head kept getting closer to her. The moment its tongue brushed her face, Liu Zhaojiao's fear hit its peak. Tears started streaming down her face. Mo Ran had never seen such a beautiful female. Her long pink hair was casually draped over her shoulders. Her fair skin seemed to glow in the sun. Her big, watery eyes made anyone want to protect her. I don't know anything. Please don't eat me. Liu Zhaojiao stared in terror at the massive snake head. I don't eat people. Mo Ran had a black line on his forehead. Since when did snake beastmen have a reputation for eating people? Liu Zhaojiao asked in disbelief. Really? To prove he didn't eat people, Mo Ran gently set her down on the ground. Then he shifted into his beastman form. He said gently, I'm a snake beastman. I don't eat little females. Liu Zhaojiao stared at the incredibly handsome man before her. He was over 6 feet tall. His long black hair hung down. With his toned abs and long legs, he was absolutely mouth-watering. Liu Zhaojiao was instantly stunned. The system wasn't lying to me. The males in the beast world really are gorgeous. He was just as good-looking as any celebrity from her past life. Mo Ran saw she was feeling down. He thought she'd been mistreated back at the tribe. He said gently, come back with me first. Liu Zhaojiao nodded reluctantly. With the situation unclear, she'd better just wait and see. The tribe was still a ways off. I'll change back to my beast form and carry you there faster. Is that okay? If anyone else in the tribe saw how gentle Mo Ran was being right now, they'd be shocked. After all, he was usually cold to other females. Liu Zhaojiao wanted to say no. She was really scared of snakes. But she was afraid that if she refused, he'd leave her alone in the forest. So she gritted her teeth and agreed. Mo Ran quickly shifted back to his beast form. He carried Liu Zhaojiao and sped toward the tribe. Liu Zhaojiao had never moved that fast before. It was like riding a bullet train. Except bullet trains don't make you dizzy. Riding a snake, that's a different story. In just over 10 minutes, Mo Ran stopped. Liu Zhaojiao's head was spinning. She nearly fell off his snake back. Luckily, Mo Ran shifted back to human form just in time to catch her. Her legs were so weak she couldn't stand. He helped her sit on a nearby rock and let her lean against him. Liu Zhaojiao held her chest and dry heaved a few times. Shaman, Mo Ran called toward a stone house. A goat beastman shaman came out. He had fluffy ears and a goatee. The shaman was surprised to see Mo Ran bringing back a pale, pretty little female. He didn't even notice Liu Zhaojiao's white dress. The shaman quickly stepped forward and placed his hand on Liu Zhaojiao's wrist. A green glow flowed from his fingertips into her body. The discomfort soon faded. The little female is fine. Just a bit shaken up. She'll be fine after some rest. After the goat shaman left, Liu Zhaojiao noticed that even in human form, the beastmen still kept their ears and tails. She was wondering why Mo Ran didn't have any. When he stood up and reached out to help her off the ground, Liu Zhaojiao placed her hand in his and looked up to stand, and caught a glimpse of what was under his fur skirt. That size. Even for someone as experienced as Liu Zhaojiao, she couldn't help but swallow. Mo Ran saw her staring at him and thought she was feeling unwell. He was about to speak when the chief's voice came from behind. Word had spread that he'd brought a female back to the tribe. The chief and a few elders rushed over in a hurry. Since Mo Ran had gone to the shaman first, the chief thought Liu Zhaojiao was badly hurt. But when he got there, she was fine, with a suspicious blush on her face. What's going on? The chief's gray beard bobbed as he spoke, which looked kind of funny. Mo Ran quickly explained the whole story, along with the shaman's diagnosis. A new female in the tribe. That was great news. The chief didn't even ask where she came from, and directly asked for her name. Liu Zhaojiao stood up, and her beauty immediately caught the eyes of every single male there, especially the young males the chief had brought. They were all completely stunned. Some guys even started flexing. My name is Liu Zhaojiao. Liu Zhaojiao saw right through those young males. But she just got here and didn't want to deal with it. The chief said since Mo Ran brought her, she could stay in the tribe and rest. He was already thinking about having her pick several beast husbands and have lots of kids. Then Bai Shi, who looked a lot like the chief, came up and said softly, "Little female, my name is Bai Shi. Let me take you to rest." His eyes were full of desire, like he was about to pounce on Liu Zhaojiao any second. By the rules, whoever finds a female gets her. But Mo Ran is a snake beastman, and he's not well liked in the tribe. The chief wanted Liu Zhaojiao to pick a different beastman. Mo Ran tried to argue, but the chief just told him to go back. Liu Zhaojiao saw how upset Mo Ran looked, shook her head, and turned down Bai Shi. "Thanks, but no thanks. I'll go rest with Mo Ran." The chief warned her, annoyed. Mo Ran is a snake beastman. Liu Zhaojiao was afraid of making the chief angry, but she still nodded firmly. She thought Mo Ran was a good guy, and she really hated the look in Bai Shi's eyes. The chief had no choice but to tell Mo Ran to take care of her. Mo Ran never expected anyone to choose him so firmly. He looked at Liu Zhaojiao with gratitude in his eyes. On the way, Mo Ran kept sneaking glances at Liu Zhaojiao. When she caught him, he'd quickly look away. When they reached the cave, Liu Zhaojiao was about to go in when Mo Ran stopped her. He'd been thinking the whole way, and didn't want to miss out on this special female. After all, Liu Zhaojiao had turned down the chief's son to pick him. So Mo Ran gathered his courage, blushed, and asked, "Liu Zhaojiao, would you be willing to mate with me?" Hearing Mo Ran's blunt mating request, Liu Zhaojiao froze on the spot. Her mind flashed to animal mating scenes from nature documentaries, and she worried Mo Ran might force himself on her. Instinctively, she took a cautious step back. Seeing the guarded look in Liu Zhaojiao's eyes, Mo Ran felt a deep, painful disappointment. Liu Zhaojiao felt uneasy seeing that. She quickly explained, "We just met. We need to get to know each other first. Hearing that, Mo Ran's dim eyes lit up again. Not being rejected meant there was still hope. You must be tired. Mo Ran led Liu Zhaojiao into the cave. Even though it was daytime, the cave was very dim. Liu Zhaojiao figured it was because snakes like the shade. And beastmen still kept some animal habits. The cave's furnishings were very simple. There was only a stone bed covered with animal hide. Next to it was a slightly flat, large rock that served as a stone table. There was nothing else. Rest for a bit. I'll go get some food. After settling Liu Zhaojiao in, Mo Ran left. Liu Zhaojiao sat on the stone bed, sorting through everything that had happened. The system had brought her to the beast world. But the system itself had vanished, leaving only a tiny little space. She had no idea what else it could do. She entered the space, looked at the pile of snacks and smiled bitterly. These were useless in the beast world. She'd rather have some spare clothes to change into. She was really hungry and figured Mo Ran wouldn't be back anytime soon. So she took out the chips and started eating. As she ate, she thought about what to do next. Then she heard voices outside. I heard that Mo Ran the snake beastman brought back a little female. I heard she's really pretty. Why did the chief let a little female into the snake cave? Liu Zhaojiao put the chips back in the space, clapped her hands and walked out of the cave. The crowd of beastmen startled her. She held back the urge to facepalm and flashed everyone a sweet smile, just like she used to charm her fans. Sure enough, all the beastmen were stunned. You're the little female Mo Ran brought back, right? A young female walked over. She wore a fur top like a tube top and a fur skirt. A few adorable little rabbits followed at her feet, instantly catching Liu Zhaojiao's eye. My name is Ollie. I live in the cave right next to yours. Ollie had never seen a female as pretty as Liu Zhaojiao and felt a little nervous. But Liu Zhaojiao's warm smile put her at ease. After learning Liu Zhaojiao's name and seeing her stare at the rabbits, Ollie picked one up and placed it in her hands. That's when Liu Zhaojiao realized they were little beastmen. Ollie was pretty outgoing and took Liu Zhaojiao's hand, asking with concern, how did you end up alone in such a dangerous forest? Liu Zhaojiao had no idea how to explain, so she just changed the subject. Your kids are so cute. Hearing Liu Zhaojiao compliment her kids, Ollie beamed with pride. If you find yourself a long-eared beast, you can have cute kids like this too. Liu Zhaojiao's mouth twitched. Was this a roundabout way of pressuring her to have kids? Just then, a young male named Buck pushed through the crowd. His face red, he walked up to Liu Zhaojiao. Are you going to mate with Mo Ran? Liu Zhaojiao was confused. Mo Ran's icy voice suddenly rang out. Buck, what do you think you're doing? Mo Ran had come back with food. He saw the cave was packed tight and spotted someone eyeing Liu Zhaojiao. He flew into a rage. He dropped the food and rushed to her side, using his body to block the male's view. Buck shot back without fear. You brought the little female here. But if she doesn't choose you, can you stop her? I'm Buck. If you don't want to mate with Mo Ran, I'll fight him for you. His round ears were fluffy. From the fur pattern, he was probably a leopard. The single males around them chimed in. In the beast world, females were rare and each had several beast husbands. Suddenly, all the males were hostile toward Mo Ran. Liu Zhaojiao didn't expect things to go this way. She could tell the tribe didn't like Mo Ran. Thinking back to the chief's attitude, she blurted out without thinking, who said I don't want to mate with him? The world seemed to go silent. Everyone thought they'd misheard. Even Mo Ran couldn't believe his ears. He'd just been rejected. And now the tables had turned. He was dazed, overwhelmed and flattered. Buck still wouldn't give up. He wanted to try one more time. But as he stepped forward, Mo Ran blocked him. Buck wouldn't give up and tried to persuade her. Zhaojiao, I don't mind you picking Mo Ran. But there are plenty of single males in the tribe. Liu Zhaojiao hated when people dragged others into things like this. She cut Buck off. I'm not interested in you or the males behind you. Buck couldn't believe it and tried to speak again. But Mo Ran warned him coldly. Don't you get it? Zhaojiao's not interested in you. Seeing Liu Zhaojiao's firm stance, the other single males didn't want to waste time and scattered. Buck had no choice but to leave, even though he wasn't happy. Once everyone was gone, Liu Zhaojiao breathed a sigh of relief. Just as she was about to head back to the cave, she met Mo Ran's burning gaze. Remembering her impulsive promise, she blushed, feeling a little embarrassed. Mo Ran's mind went blank. He leaned in and kissed Liu Zhaojiao. Liu Zhaojiao was caught off guard by the sudden kiss. Her instinct was to push him away, but she was afraid of hurting him. Mo Ran's kiss was tentative. When she didn't resist, he grew bolder. As the kiss deepened, Liu Zhaojiao felt the air around her grow thinner. She could barely breathe. Finally, Mo Ran let go of the nearly fainting Liu Zhaojiao. A rush of oxygen flooded in. Liu Zhaojiao gasped for air. To Mo Ran, the sight was incredibly tempting. Before Liu Zhaojiao could recover, Mo Ran scooped her up and carried her into the cave. His eyes were filled with desire and longing. Did you mean what you said? Liu Zhaojiao blushed and nodded shyly. She whispered, but you have to give me time to accept you. Before she could finish, Mo Ran kissed her again. This time, Liu Zhaojiao didn't resist. She slowly closed her eyes and enjoyed it. Suddenly, Mo Ran abruptly let go of Liu Zhaojiao. His face instantly turned serious. His breathing grew rapid. He quickly backed to the other side of the cave. Veins bulged on his forehead and neck, as if he was fighting to control himself. Damn it! He just remembered it was his mating season. Usually he could go out and hunt to let off steam. But now he glanced at the confused Liu Zhaojiao. He couldn't leave her alone in the cave. Liu Zhaojiao noticed something was wrong with Mo Ran. She slowly moved closer and asked softly, "What's wrong with you? Stay away from me." Mo Ran struggled to endure the torment of his mating season. He didn't want to hurt Liu Zhaojiao, who wasn't ready to bond. So he forced himself to yell at her harshly. Liu Zhaojiao felt like she was being toyed with. She sat down on the stone bed, fuming. Mo Ran curled up in the corner, but kept an eye on Liu Zhaojiao. Yet the fire inside him grew stronger. Once she calmed down, Liu Zhaojiao saw Mo Ran wasn't okay. He was trembling all over like he was in pain. "What's really wrong?" she asked, rushing closer. Mo Ran looked up. His bloodshot eyes made her step back in fear. But seeing how much pain he was in, Liu Zhaojiao couldn't help wanting to check on him. "What's going on with you?" Liu Zhaojiao's voice grew anxious. She instinctively wanted to go out for help. "Don't go out," Mo Ran snapped, stopping her. He quickly explained, "I'm just in my mating season." Liu Zhaojiao had taken care of stray dogs before. She knew what mating season meant. "You have to hold on no matter what," she said, as she looked around the cave for something to defend herself. Finally, she grabbed a thick beast leg bone, which made her feel a little safer. The fire of desire inside Mo Ran burned hotter and hotter, mixed with the faint scent coming from Liu Zhaojiao. Mo Ran felt like he was about to lose control. He opened his mouth and bit down hard on his own arm, trying to use the pain to stay clear-headed. Liu Zhaojiao, curled up nearby, watched Mo Ran hurt himself just to protect her, and couldn't help but feel moved. Liu Zhaojiao thought, since she was already in the beast world, maybe she should just accept all of this. With that in mind, she dropped the leg bone and walked toward Mo Ran. "Stay away, I'm begging you," Mo Ran said, his voice pleading. His body couldn't hold up anymore and he collapsed to the ground, curling up and writhing non-stop. Liu Zhaojiao bit her lower lip, then steeled herself. "I can help you." Mo Ran froze and looked up at Liu Zhaojiao. The moment their eyes met, Mo Ran's sanity completely shattered. He couldn't control himself anymore, and lunged toward Liu Zhaojiao. Now, inside the cave, Mo Ran, in his mating season, couldn't hold back any longer. He threw himself at Liu Zhaojiao without a second thought. The sudden force swept Liu Zhaojiao onto a nearby stone bed. By the time she came to, Mo Ran was already on top of her. "Do you really want to bond with me?" Mo Ran's voice was hoarse and urgent. Even though he was in pain, he still wanted to make sure. Liu Zhaojiao looked at him like this, feeling conflicted inside. If she said no, she was afraid something would happen to Mo Ran. After hesitating for a long time, she bit her lip and nodded gently. "Thank you, Zhaojiao." Mo Ran was overjoyed. He couldn't wait and kissed her. Suddenly, Liu Zhaojiao felt a sharp pain on her lip and the taste of blood filled her mouth. Mo Ran snapped out of it, full of guilt. Liu Zhaojiao felt for him and reached up to wrap her arms around his neck. Mo Ran kissed her again, this time gently. As the kisses kept coming, their breathing grew heavy. Liu Zhaojiao felt like her body was on fire. "Can I?" Who stops to ask at a time like this? Liu Zhaojiao's face turned bright red. Liu Zhaojiao buried her face in Mo Ran's chest and shyly answered. After their intimate moment, they successfully bonded. Liu Zhaojiao finally understood what it meant that snakes are naturally lustful. If her crying hadn't snapped Mo Ran out of it, she might not have survived. Afterward, Liu Zhaojiao fell into a deep sleep. Mo Ran was filled with joy. He reached out and gently stroked Liu Zhaojiao's soft, fair face. She was incredibly tempting. But Mo Ran knew his little female was delicate. She couldn't handle any more of his rough treatment. In her sleep, Liu Zhaojiao felt something tickling her face. She let out a soft, playful sound. Startled, Mo Ran immediately pulled his hand back. When she woke up, the sun was already high in the sky. She got up from the stone bed. Only then did she realize the clothes she'd worn since crossing over had been violently torn off by someone. Now she was completely naked. Just then, Mo Ran came back holding grilled meat wrapped in leaves. Liu Zhaojiao quickly covered herself with animal hide. I just grilled this meat, you must be hungry. Liu Zhaojiao's stomach conveniently let out a growl. She picked up a piece and put it in her mouth. The meat wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible either. Mo Ran kept watching Liu Zhaojiao's reaction. He'd heard that females were as hard to take care of as cubs. Not bad, just a little gamey. Mo Ran tried some himself and didn't notice it. But since Liu Zhaojiao said it was gamey, he immediately got up to ask other males in the tribe who had females how to get rid of the gamey taste. Liu Zhaojiao grabbed him and shook her head with a smile. It's fine. I'm not that hard to take care of. After eating, Liu Zhaojiao wrapped herself in animal hide and tried to stand up. She strained her sore lower back and nearly fell. Mo Ran quickly caught her and pulled her into his arms. The hide slipped, revealing her pale shoulder and the marks he'd left. Liu Zhaojiao blushed and punched Mo Ran. It's your fault for being too rough last night. Mo Ran smiled and offered to carry her wherever she wanted to go. I want to take a bath. Mo Ran nodded. He carried Liu Zhaojiao to the stream. It was high noon, so no one was around and the water wasn't cold. After setting Liu Zhaojiao down, at her strong insistence, Mo Ran turned around with a big grin. Hearing the splashing behind him, Mo Ran's mind flashed to Liu Zhaojiao's blushing face from last night. A wave of heat rose from his stomach. A snake beastman's heat cycle lasts 3 to 4 days. Last night had only been a temporary release. Now, stirred by the sound behind him, Mo Ran's body grew uncomfortable. Liu Zhaojiao finished her bath feeling refreshed. She turned and noticed Mo Ran's strange expression, about to ask. When he jumped into the water and pulled her into his burning embrace, Liu Zhaojiao let out a startled scream. Realizing they were outside, she quickly covered her mouth. Seeing the desire in Mo Ran's eyes, and remembering what happened before, she stopped resisting and bit her lower lip hard. Afraid that any sound would attract other beastmen, another round of passion followed. Worried someone might pass by, Liu Zhaojiao stayed tense the whole time. But it also felt extra thrilling. Afterward, her legs were too weak to stand. Mo Ran had to wrap her in animal hide and carry her back to the cave. Once inside the cave, Mo Ran blushed as he pulled out the fur skirts he had made. Liu Zhaojiao was both surprised and curious. She picked up the 2 pieces to look them over, and noticed there was only a tube top and a fur skirt, no underwear. Then she remembered that in the beast world, everyone went commando. She felt a bit embarrassed since it was underwear. If she knew how, she wouldn't have asked Mo Ran to make them. She found a twig and drew the shape of underwear on the ground, picked out some soft fur and asked Mo Ran to help make it. Mo Ran understood right away and quickly started cutting and sewing. Exhausted, Liu Zhaojiao lay down on the stone bed to rest. When she woke up, the custom underwear was already finished. While Mo Ran was away, Liu Zhaojiao quickly tried them on. They felt pretty good overall. But just then, she noticed a snake-shaped, mini snake tattoo on her ankle like an anklet. She rubbed it, but it wasn't drawn on. As she was wondering about it, Mo Ran hurried back with some wild chickens. Seeing Liu Zhaojiao sitting at the cave entrance, he quickly went over to ask what was wrong. Liu Zhaojiao pointed at the pattern on her ankle. What is this? Mo Ran explained patiently. This is a beast mark. After mating, the male's beast mark appears randomly on the female. Different beastmen have different marks. A male only gets 1 beast mark in his lifetime. The beast mark isn't just a symbol of a female's status. It's also a lifeline. If a female is in danger, her beast husband can sense her location and rush over. Liu Zhaojiao finally understood. This is basically a human GPS. So when she was rubbing the beast mark earlier, Mo Ran sensed danger and hurried back. Mo Ran nodded. He reluctantly put Liu Zhaojiao's foot down. The sun is really harsh outside right now. You should rest in the cave. Mo Ran moved to carry Liu Zhaojiao into the cave, but she politely declined. A flicker of sadness passed through Mo Ran's eyes at the rejection. Was she having second thoughts? Seeing Mo Ran so upset, Liu Zhaojiao was confused. Are all snake beastmen this sensitive? Your cave is polished really smooth. I can walk on my own. Liu Zhaojiao decided to explain. Watching how careful Mo Ran was, Liu Zhaojiao felt sorry for him. What had he been through to become this sensitive? But since she had chosen him, She would be the one to warm his heart from now on. Just then, Mo Ran suddenly spoke up. Zhao Jiao. In the beast world, females rarely choose snake beastmen as mates. If you regret it. Liu Zhaojiao quickly stood on her tiptoes and covered Mo Ran's mouth. Don't tell me now that you've got me. You're thinking of abandoning me? Mo Ran panicked instantly. My beast mark is already on you. You are my one and only mate for life. Liu Zhaojiao couldn't help but laugh. I'm really happy I met you. I hope we can stay together forever. As Liu Zhaojiao spoke, she hooked her arm around his neck and gently pulled. Mo Ran bent down, and she pressed her lips to his. Zhaojiao, I will always protect you. The two stayed tangled in the cave until evening. It wasn't until voices came from outside that Liu Zhaojiao woke up. She was worn out from last night. And then she got worn out again during her bath. Liu Zhaojiao felt like her bones were about to fall apart. Mo Ran stayed by her side and said, I'll handle it. You just rest. But the next second a roar rang out. Mo Ran, get out here. Buck, what's your problem? Mo Ran quickly shifted back to human form and held Liu Zhaojiao close, his eyes shooting daggers at Buck, who was blocking them. Buck's sharp eyes caught the beast mark on Liu Zhaojiao's ankle, and the scent of Mo Ran all over her. You mated? Mo Ran replied coldly. None of your business. He immediately picked up Liu Zhaojiao and got ready to leave. Buck blocked them again and said firmly, Mo Ran, the rainy season is coming soon. You can't take care of a female all by yourself. Liu Zhaojiao was annoyed. I told you, I'm not interested. Mo Ran knew in his heart that providing for Zhaojiao alone would be tough. When he goes out hunting, he couldn't bear to leave her alone in the cave. Seeing Mo Ran hesitate, Liu Zhaojiao couldn't help tugging at him. She shook her head subtly. Zhaojiao said she's not interested. If you keep bothering us, I won't hesitate to challenge you. Mo Ran said sternly. With that, he moved to walk past him. Buck felt humiliated. He instantly shifted into a leopard and blocked their path. Mo Ran got angry. He used his power to lift Liu Zhaojiao to a safer spot, then shifted and started fighting Buck. This was Liu Zhaojiao's first time seeing beastmen fight with their powers. It was both new and scary. She was afraid they might get hurt or worse. The chief heard the commotion and came over. Liu Zhaojiao was worried. She quickly asked the chief to stop the fight. But the chief explained, in the beast world, it's common for males to fight over a female. No one will die. Liu Zhaojiao was still worried Mo Ran would get hurt. Right then, Mo Ran suddenly lunged, opened his snake mouth and bit the leopard's neck, throwing him aside. Buck is no match for Mo Ran, the chief said calmly. Not only that, there are hardly any beastmen in the tribe who can beat him. Liu Zhaojiao was about to relax, but the chief spoke again. Little female, the rainy season is coming soon. After that comes the cold season. Mo Ran is a snake beastmen struggle in the cold and can't take good care of you. Liu Zhaojiao stayed silent. She was new to the beast world and hadn't fully adjusted yet. She really didn't want to accept another mate without knowing anything about it. Seeing Liu Zhaojiao wasn't speaking, the chief didn't push it. He just quietly watched Mo Ran and Buck's fierce fight. After a little while, when Buck was about to pass out from Mo Ran's grip, Mo Ran finally let him go. He shifted back to human form and walked over to Liu Zhaojiao, coldly declaring Buck's defeat. Buck had no choice but to accept it. In the beast world, losing to a female's mate means losing the right to court her. Ollie showed up out of nowhere. Your beast husband is amazing. Her sudden voice startled Liu Zhaojiao. Liu Zhaojiao looked up at her and saw Ollie riding a giant rabbit. The rabbit's face even showed a hint of annoyance. Liu Zhaojiao remembered Ollie saying the baby rabbit was her child. So this big rabbit must be her beast husband. Ollie was something else, complimenting another guy right in front of her own mate. Liu Zhaojiao didn't know how to respond, so she just said casually, your big rabbit's pretty nice to seems really gentle. As soon as she said that, Mo Ran bristled. Without a word, he turned into his snake form, wrapped around Liu Zhaojiao and took off. They sped all the way to the dense forest. Mo Ran was burning with jealousy. You like long-eared beasts? They're gentle and caring, but they're not strong fighters. Liu Zhaojiao quickly waved her hands. I'm fine with just you as my beast husband. I was just being polite to Ollie. But Mo Ran kept fixating on the strength issue. Liu Zhaojiao rubbed her forehead helplessly. Why is this snake so sensitive? Seeing Liu Zhaojiao not explaining, Mo Ran angrily whipped his tail. A tree as thick as a well came crashing down, right in front of Liu Zhaojiao. Liu Zhaojiao was shocked, thinking Mo Ran was so mad he'd hurt her. Just as she was about to explain, Mo Ran's face suddenly changed. He quickly shielded Liu Zhaojiao behind him and said nervously, "A beast is coming." Before Liu Zhaojiao could react, a huge black monster appeared. It had a fierce face and sharp fangs. The beast looked like a mishmash of animals, with no clear species features. While Liu Zhaojiao was stunned, the beast charged with its mouth wide open. Mo Ran reacted fast, tossing Liu Zhaojiao to a safe spot, then turning to fight the beast. Liu Zhaojiao realized then that Mo Ran had ice powers. He could form ice spears to shoot at the beast. Every move was sharp and deadly. It looked totally awesome. Now she wouldn't have to worry about getting hot. When it's hot, she could just ask him to make a big ice block to cool down. But now wasn't the time for that. Liu Zhaojiao kept her eyes on the fight, afraid Mo Ran would get hurt. She didn't notice another beast creeping up behind her. Mo Ran barely beat back the first beast and turned to see the dangerous scene. His heart jumped into his throat. "Watch out!" Mo Ran shouted as he rushed toward Liu Zhaojiao. By then, Liu Zhaojiao sensed something was wrong. She turned back and saw a beast raising its claw, swinging it right at her. Liu Zhaojiao instinctively ducked and covered her head. But the expected pain never came. She slowly opened her eyes and found herself safely shielded by an ice barrier. The next second, Mo Ran was by her side, wrapping his snake tail around her and speeding away. Normally, against two beasts, Mo Ran might have been able to fight. But with Liu Zhaojiao there, he couldn't take any risks. The beasts today seemed to have gone crazy, chasing them relentlessly and spouting black flames. Everything they touched turned to ash. Liu Zhaojiao was terrified, clinging to Mo Ran's tail, afraid of being burned. Worse, more beasts kept gathering around them. In a blink, there were 4 or 5. What's going on? Mo Ran had never seen anything like this before. They thought they were doomed. 5 or 6 majestic white tigers appeared, each taking on a beast and starting to fight. Mo Ran finally stopped and set Liu Zhaojiao down. He noticed with concern that her foot had been cut at some point and was bleeding. But Liu Zhaojiao was drawn to the white tigers, watching them battle the beasts, and guessed they were beastmen too. As for her foot, the injury wasn't serious. A quick bandage would be enough. Should you go help them? Mo Ran glanced over. Then stay here and don't move. Liu Zhaojiao nodded obediently, urging him to go. Mo Ran kept looking back, worried, and saw Liu Zhaojiao sitting still, right where he left her, not moving. Only then did he shift into snake form and rush over to help. Mo Ran went all out with his fighting power. Before long, together with those white tigers, they took down all the attackers. Seeing the bloody scene, Liu Zhaojiao couldn't help but throw up. "Zhaojiao." Mo Ran finished the fight and immediately returned to Liu Zhaojiao's side. Seeing how pale she looked, his heart ached for her, but worried about the beast blood on him. Mo Ran didn't reach out to help her. He just crouched nearby and watched her with concern. "I'm fine." Liu Zhaojiao wiped her mouth. "This female is so beautiful." Ziyi was completely stunned, especially her eyes. They totally captivated him. "Is everyone okay?" Liu Zhaojiao glanced at the white tigers standing nearby. The white tigers shook their heads, then shifted into human form and walked over to her. "Thanks so much for earlier. Otherwise, we might have been killed by those beasts," Liu Zhaojiao said, still shaken. "It's all my fault." Mo Ran lowered his head. "I'm not blaming you." Liu Zhaojiao patted Mo Ran's head and shook her head with a smile. "I know you didn't mean for this to happen. These things are just accidents." Mo Ran frowned. He didn't think it was an accident. Mo Ran didn't tell Liu Zhaojiao, afraid she would worry. The white tiger beastmen watching nearby were amazed. This female is so gentle. Even though her beast husband faced such danger, she didn't blame him at all. She even comforted him softly. "Hello there, little female. We're from the nearby white tiger tribe. You look hurt. Why not come to our tribe and let the shaman check you out?" Ziyi stepped forward, crouched in front of Liu Zhaojiao and said. Liu Zhaojiao just noticed this white tiger. Beastman had purple eyes, and he was really beautiful. Seeing the amazement in Liu Zhaojiao's eyes, Ziyi barely smiled. "Zhaojiao, what do you think?" Mo Ran had just messed up, and he could tell Liu Zhaojiao seemed interested in this white tiger beastman. He realized he alone couldn't protect Liu Zhaojiao well, so it was better to let Zhaojiao pick some beastmen she liked to keep her safe. Sure, Liu Zhaojiao wanted to check out other tribes anyway, so she agreed without a second thought. Then Mo Ran stood up, looked at the blood on himself, turned to Ziyi and said, "How about you carry Zhao Jiao?" Ziyi was startled. He'd just seen Mo Ran's beast mark on Zhao Jiao's ankle. And she smelled like they'd been close. They say snake beastmen are selfish, possessive and jealous, and won't share their mate with others. But Mo Ran here actually offered it up. That was surprising. Still, Ziyi agreed right away. Ziyi turned into a majestic white tiger and lay down in front of Liu Zhaojiao. Liu Zhaojiao's hands itched at the sight of the big tiger. She really wanted to pet him. But she knew this was a beastman, not a normal animal. So she held back. Ziyi lay low enough. But Liu Zhaojiao was small, so climbing onto the tiger's back was still tough. Just as she was about to slide off again, the big tiger suddenly curled his tail and lifted her safely onto his back. Sitting on the tiger's back, Liu Zhaojiao felt a surge of pride. If she had a phone, she'd snap dozens of photos and post them online. "I'm Ziyi. Call me if you need anything," Liu Zhaojiao sweetly agreed. Mo Ran shifted back into his snake form and followed alongside. He told Ziyi, "Slow down a bit." Ziyi nodded. Then the snake and tiger took off. The other white tiger beastmen quickly shifted into their beast forms and chased after them. Riding a snake and riding a tiger felt totally different. The snake was smooth but steady, while the white tiger's run was bumpy. Liu Zhaojiao instinctively grabbed the tiger's fur tight and pressed her body lower. Ziyi noticed and slowed down a bit, trying to run more smoothly. Soon they reached the tribe. Liu Zhaojiao's eyes went wide with surprise. This tribe was way bigger than any she'd seen before. Dense stone houses stretched as far as the eye could see, all lined up neatly. The roads were swept clean. Not even a pebble in sight. Just then, an older beastman came up to greet them. He spotted Liu Zhaojiao sitting on the tiger's back right away, and his eyes lit up. But when he noticed Mo Ran beside them, his face instantly darkened. "Ziyi, who are these two?" Ziyi stayed in his white tiger form. The chief and his group ran into a fierce beast in the dense forest. The little female got hurt, so I brought them to see the shaman. Only then did the chief notice the blood on Liu Zhaojiao's foot. He quickly moved out of the way, letting Ziyi take them to the shaman's place. In the beast world, a female getting injured is a huge deal. Male beastmen have strong self-healing abilities. A little injury just needs some rest. But females are much more delicate. The shaman used his power and a green light flashed. Liu Zhaojiao could feel her wound healing at a visible speed. Liu Zhaojiao was really curious. The shaman generously explained the regenerative ability of wood element powers. Liu Zhaojiao thought to herself, if this power were used for farming, it might actually be pretty good. But she didn't say that out loud. "Can you check on Mo Ran too?" Earlier, Mo Ran was covered in blood. Liu Zhaojiao was worried. The shaman was about to check Mo Ran's injuries. But Mo Ran waved his hand and said, "I'm fine." Liu Zhaojiao still wasn't completely reassured. After all, she had seen how vicious the fierce beast was. Ziyi teased from the side. "Your mate went berserk when he killed that beast." Liu Zhaojiao quickly told him. "Mo Ran, you can't do that again." Mo Ran nodded obediently and agreed. Just then, a few white tiger beastmen waved at Ziyi. Ziyi went over and came back shortly, with a troubled look on his face. "What's wrong?" Liu Zhaojiao thought the tribe didn't welcome them, so she offered to leave. Ziyi quickly explained. "It's not like that. The chief wanted to welcome you, so he's throwing a bonfire party. He wants us to head to the square soon. If you don't want to go, I'll tell the chief." Liu Zhaojiao glanced at Mo Ran in surprise, seeing he didn't object. Even though she didn't really get it, she nodded in agreement anyway. "Can you look after Zhaojiao? I'm going to wash up by the water," Mo Ran said to Ziyi. "Sure," Ziyi quickly nodded, and also pointed Mo Ran in the right direction. Liu Zhaojiao watched Mo Ran walk away, and started wondering to herself. She felt like Mo Ran was purposely giving her and Ziyi time alone, but she couldn't figure out why. Ziyi noticed she seemed a bit down, so he asked carefully, "Do you want to rest at my place until he gets back?" Liu Zhaojiao agreed, and followed Ziyi to his stone house. The stone house was clean and tidy, much brighter and roomier than Mo Ran's dark, damp cave. "Have a seat, I'll get you some water." He pushed aside the door curtain and left. Liu Zhaojiao sat on a stone stool, thinking to herself, when they got back, she'd definitely make Mo Ran build a stone house like this. Soon, Ziyi returned with a water pouch. The pouch was made from an animal's stomach, cleaned so well it had no smell at all. Liu Zhaojiao couldn't help but admire the beastman's cleverness. After drinking, Liu Zhaojiao had nothing to do. So she sat quietly in place. Ziyi shifted into a white tiger and lay nearby without saying a word. When Mo Ran came back and found Liu Zhaojiao and Ziyi, he saw a person and a tiger sitting quietly. Nothing he worried about had happened. He breathed a sigh of relief, thinking he was overthinking. "You're back." Seeing Mo Ran approach, Liu Zhaojiao immediately got up and went to him. She carefully checked him over, and only relaxed when she saw he wasn't hurt. Ziyi shifted back into human form nearby. Watching Liu Zhaojiao fuss over Mo Ran, he felt a pang of envy. If only such a soft, sweet female were his. "I'm fine." Mo Ran took her small, soft hand. In that moment, he felt truly at ease. "Good." Seeing Mo Ran back to his usual self, Liu Zhaojiao finally let go of her worry. She nestled softly into his arms. As the sky grew dark, Ziyi led them to the square. Earlier, when Ziyi had carried Liu Zhaojiao back, everyone thought she wasn't with Mo Ran. After all, females in this world rarely chose snake beastmen as mates, especially someone as pretty as Liu Zhaojiao. But now that Mo Ran was holding her, they finally understood their relationship. Some wondered if she was being forced, but seeing her willing expression, they dropped their doubts. The square was really just an open space. In the middle, stones were stacked in a circle, with a bonfire burning inside. Mo Ran sat down where Ziyi pointed. Liu Zhaojiao tried to get out of his arms, but Mo Ran wouldn't let go. So she just stayed put in his embrace. The bonfire party was supposedly to welcome Liu Zhaojiao, but it was really just everyone eating and drinking around the fire. Ziyi kept grilling meat and bringing it to Liu Zhaojiao. Mo Ran used his cold energy to cool the meat down. Then he sliced it and fed it to Liu Zhaojiao. After a few bites, Liu Zhaojiao was full. Before the party ended, she started yawning. She leaned lazily against Mo Ran. Mo Ran noticed Liu Zhaojiao's state. He picked her up to leave. "Hello there, little female. My name is Bai Yun. Can I hang out with you?" Suddenly, a white tiger beastman walked over. He blocked Mo Ran's path. Liu Zhaojiao saw the look in his eyes. She instinctively shrank back into Mo Ran's arms, ignoring him. Mo Ran said coldly, "Zhaojiao isn't interested in you." Bai Yun sneered back. "The little female hasn't said anything. What gives you the right to decide for her?" In an instant, Mo Ran's eyes turned into slits. The air around them dropped a few degrees. It looked like they were about to fight. Liu Zhaojiao quickly wrapped her arms around Mo Ran's neck. She made him look down at her. The moment their eyes met, the chill in Mo Ran's gaze vanished, replaced by warmth. Liu Zhaojiao looked at Bai Yun and said seriously, "He's my mate. What he said is what I wanted to say." Bai Yun felt jealous and angry. He muttered that snake beastmen were selfish. Liu Zhaojiao and Mo Ran heard him clearly. Just as Liu Zhaojiao was about to defend Mo Ran, he set her down. He walked straight up to Bai Yun and said coldly, "If you've got a problem, challenge me." Bai Yun already looked down on Mo Ran. Now, in front of everyone, he thought if he won, maybe Liu Zhaojiao would see him differently. And then she might agree. He walked toward the edge of the bonfire. This move basically confirmed what Mo Ran had said. He wanted to challenge him. Mo Ran was about to go over, but Liu Zhaojiao grabbed his hand. She said urgently, "I'm not interested in him. Why are you fighting him?" That one sentence crushed all of Bai Yun's hopes. Mo Ran plopped back down next to Liu Zhaojiao. Bai Yun wanted to keep pushing, but the chief shot him a look that shut him up. "Little female," the chief said, walking over with a smile. "I hear you only have Mo Ran as a mate right now. Our White Tiger tribe has plenty of single warriors. Would you like to consider them?" Liu Zhaojiao looked around. All the single males were staring at her hopefully. Mo Ran, Liu Zhaojiao worried that if she refused, the chief might make things hard for them. So she instinctively grabbed Mo Ran's arm tighter. "It's okay." Mo Ran felt Liu Zhaojiao's nervousness. He gently patted her hand. "You really do have to few mates. But you should pick ones you like, don't force it. I remember you like good-looking guys." Liu Zhaojiao finally understood why Mo Ran had been acting so strangely before. "What do you think of Ziyi?" Mo Ran glanced at the males, then settled his gaze on Ziyi nearby. He thought Ziyi was a solid guy. Even when he gave him chances to be with Liu Zhaojiao, he didn't overstep. Plus, Liu Zhaojiao seemed to like fluffy beastmen. Liu Zhaojiao was totally confused. She kept wondering what was going on. "Why is this dummy pushing me away?" Liu Zhaojiao only accepted Mo Ran on impulse. It hadn't even been a few days. She didn't want any new partners at all. She wrapped her arms around Mo Ran's waist. In a tone that was both playful and pleading, she said, "You're more than enough for me." Mo Ran couldn't resist that. He swallowed hard and just kissed her. Liu Zhaojiao's face instantly turned as red as a ripe tomato. After he'd had his fill, Mo Ran let her go. He sat her down on his lap and said, full of worry, "I know how you feel. But what happened today really scared me. I'm afraid I can't take good care of you." The chief chimed in too. "The rainy season's coming and then the cold season. With just one mate, you won't make it through the cold season. And he's a snake beastman, he hibernates in the cold season." Liu Zhaojiao finally realized. To live safely in the beast world, she really did need a few more mates. But she was a modern person. Adapting to life in the beast world was too hard. After hesitating for a long time, she pointed at Ziyi and said, "If I have to choose, I pick Ziyi." Ziyi had been looking down. But when he heard that, his eyes lit up. He walked quickly to Liu Zhaojiao and reverently kissed her hand. He said excitedly, "Thank you for choosing me." Actually, Ziyi was very capable. A lot of females in the tribe liked him. But he ignored all of them. The chief was relieved. He'd been worried that Ziyi wasn't interested in females. Liu Zhaojiao felt a little shy. She pulled her hand back and helped Ziyi up. That's when she noticed. Ziyi was even bigger than Mo Ran. Tall with long legs, silver hair and purple eyes. Handsome and charming like a sunny guy. Once Liu Zhaojiao chose Ziyi, everyone quietly left. She was exhausted and reached for Mo Ran. "Let's go back." Mo Ran picked her up and headed to the stone house. The chief called out to Ziyi from behind. Mo Ran smiled back and carried Liu Zhaojiao ahead. The chief said to Ziyi, "Since the little female chose you, you have to take good care of her. Try to get her to have your cubs soon." Ziyi nodded quietly without a word. Seeing Ziyi so unassertive, the chief felt helpless. But at least the female had chosen him. Having cubs was just a matter of time. Back at the stone house, Mo Ran looked at the sleeping Liu Zhaojiao in his arms, a bit helpless. Ziyi's stone house had no bed, just a straw nest. Mo Ran gently placed Liu Zhaojiao inside and covered her with animal fur. When Ziyi came back, he saw Liu Zhaojiao sleeping in his straw nest. Mo Ran seemed to be waiting for him. Mo Ran instructed, "Zhaojiao didn't eat much earlier. I'm afraid she'll wake up hungry in the middle of the night. Go prepare some food and keep it warm. Cut the meat thin and small, her teeth aren't strong." Ziyi quickly noted it down and hurried off to prepare. Sure enough, Liu Zhaojiao woke up in the middle of the night. She'd had too much grilled meat at the bonfire. And now she was thirsty. Females have poor vision at night. By the moonlight, she saw a big white tiger guarding the door. "Ziyi." The moment Liu Zhaojiao woke up, Ziyi knew. Afraid to scare her, he waited for her to speak. "Hungry?" Ziyi shifted back to human form. A small flame flickered in his right palm. "No, I'm thirsty," Liu Zhaojiao said. Ziyi quickly grabbed the water pouch. Worried the water would be too cold for her, he thoughtfully warmed it with his ability. After drinking, Liu Zhaojiao stared curiously at his hand. Ziyi brought the flame closer. "You're a fire elemental." Liu Zhaojiao found it amazing. Mo Ran is ice. But Ziyi can create fire out of nowhere. Ziyi nodded. Liu Zhaojiao was too curious and couldn't help reaching out to poke the little flame, only to snuff it out. "Careful, you'll burn yourself," Ziyi said, full of affection. If he hadn't been quick enough, her fingers would have been burned. "You won't let me get hurt, right?" Liu Zhaojiao blinked and said with a smile. Ziyi nodded quickly. "Of course. Can I see it again?" Ziyi conjured another small flame, but this time it was bigger, lighting up the entire stone house. Liu Zhaojiao thought, having a fire elemental around isn't bad. From now on, I won't have to worry about having no fire when going out. Ziyi saw her staring at his palm. His Adam's apple bobbed. And he asked softly, "Zhaojiao, can I call you that?" Liu Zhaojiao smiled and nodded. Ziyi then asked, "Do you really want to be my mate?" He stared at Liu Zhaojiao, trying to hold back his excitement. "Of course," Liu Zhaojiao answered without hesitation. Then she took the chance to make a request. A moment later, Liu Zhaojiao was happily petting the big white tiger's head. It felt amazing. In her past life, she wanted a cat, but was too busy with work to get one. Now she had a big white tiger, soft to pet and rideable too. Just thinking about it felt awesome and she laughed out loud. Ziyi was confused at first about why. She wanted him to shift back to beast form and mess up his fur. But seeing Liu Zhaojiao so happy, he let her pet him as much as she wanted. After playing for a while, Liu Zhaojiao suddenly thought of Mo Ran. She asked and found out he went back to his old tribe to get something. Liu Zhaojiao thought to herself. His old tribe wasn't good to him. Staying in the White Tiger tribe wouldn't be bad. But she didn't know if Mo Ran would want to. You didn't eat much before bed. Are you hungry now? Ziyi remembered Mo Ran's advice before he left. Hearing that, Liu Zhaojiao realized she was hungry. I'd like something to eat. Ziyi quickly shifted back to human form, ladled some meat soup from the stone pot into a stone bowl, and brought it to Liu Zhaojiao. I'll take it. Liu Zhaojiao reached out to grab it, but got burned and cried out in pain. Ziyi felt terrible. He blamed himself for not thinking ahead. Females are so delicate, not tough like males. It's nothing, just a small injury. Liu Zhaojiao wasn't unreasonable. Let me feed you, Ziyi said, still shaken. After eating, Liu Zhaojiao rubbed her full belly. She remembered how in her past life she starved herself to stay thin, and ended up dead anyway. It was pretty sad. She decided this time she'd treat herself right. He saw she was tired, so he told her to sleep while he kept watch. Liu Zhaojiao slept until the sun was high in the sky. When she woke up, Mo Ran still wasn't back. Only the white tiger Ziyi was beside her. Panicked, she called out, Ziyi. Ziyi immediately shifted back to human form and came to her side. Why isn't Mo Ran back yet? Is he in danger? Ziyi shook his head. He told her to look at the beast mark on her ankle. As long as the mark glows, Mo Ran is fine. But Liu Zhaojiao still worried. Can you take me to the tribe entrance to check? Ziyi had no choice. He turned into a big tiger and let Liu Zhaojiao climb on. Worried she might fall off, Ziyi walked very slowly. Liu Zhaojiao felt uneasy. She wanted to see Mo Ran as soon as possible. Then hold on tight. Liu Zhaojiao quickly grabbed the fur on Ziyi's back. Ziyi then sprinted toward the tribe entrance. Now Liu Zhaojiao was riding the white tiger to the tribe entrance. But from a distance, she saw a crowd gathered there. Liu Zhaojiao's heart skipped a beat. Before she could say anything, Ziyi sped up. You said your female is in the tribe. Who can prove it? A sharp voice rang out, clearly up to no good. Never heard of a female willing to be with a snake beastman. Are you just daydreaming? Ha ha ha. Everyone started laughing. Liu Zhaojiao walked closer. She heard them mocking Mo Ran. Her face turned red with anger. Ziyi. She patted Ziyi lightly. Ziyi stopped. Liu Zhaojiao slid off his back. Ziyi could tell she was furious, worried she'd get into trouble. He quickly shifted into human form and stayed close. Who says he doesn't have a female? I'm his, Liu Zhaojiao said loudly. Everyone turned around. They saw a small, fair-skinned female speaking firmly. Zhaojiao, hearing Liu Zhaojiao's voice. A flash of panic crossed Mo Ran's face. After spending time together, Mo Ran realized Liu Zhaojiao had probably been to sheltered before. She didn't know many rules of the beast world. She didn't even know much about snake beastmen. Otherwise, she wouldn't have picked him as a mate so blindly. The more he thought about it, the more he felt his happiness was stolen. He was afraid Liu Zhaojiao would one day reject and abandon him. The troublemaker was named Zudu. He was a well-known bully in the tribe. He was an adult but had never joined a hunt. He always made excuses to get out of it. Everyone knew he was a freeloader. They all kept their distance. That day, he was hanging around the tribe entrance. He happened to run into Mo Ran coming back. He saw a snake beastman and wanted to bully him. Mo Ran didn't want to deal with someone like that. But the guy wouldn't let it go. So he told him his female was visiting the tribe. Not only did he refuse to move, he mocked Mo Ran. Then he saw Liu Zhaojiao and Ziyi coming over. Zudu squinted with a sleazy look. Ziyi, where do you find such a pretty female? Ziyi narrowed his eyes. He and Zudu grew up together. Zudo's mother thought his father was useless. She left him and moved away with other mates. Later, his father died in a hunt. So he became an orphan. The tribe felt sorry for him. They turned a blind eye to him skipping hunts. But Zudu wasn't a good person. He once tried to force a female. He almost got away with it if he hadn't been caught. Later, that female and her mates left the White Tiger tribe. Were you just bullying Mo Ran? Liu Zhaojiao walked straight up and stood in front of Mo Ran. She faced Zudu and asked sharply. Zudu was stunned by her attitude. But he quickly put on a grin. Little female, don't tell me the snake beastmen tricked you. They're born cold, selfish, and bloodthirsty. Mo Ran must have lied to her. Shut up, Liu Zhaojiao yelled. My male is none of your business. Say one more bad thing about Mo Ran and I'll kill you. Zudu was definitely weak compared to other males. But he wasn't so weak that he'd fear a female. He tried to keep stirring things up, but before he could finish, Liu Zhaojiao slapped him silly. Enraged, Zudu raised his hand to hit back. Mo Ran was quick, kicking him away in one swift move. Like tossing aside a dead leaf. Everyone stared at Zudu, who was knocked out cold. The onlookers were freaked out by Mo Ran's brutality. Their eyes filled with fear as they looked at him. Liu Zhaojiao glanced at the crowd's reaction. She felt uneasy inside. So she made a bold decision on the spot. Ziyi, I don't want to stay in your tribe anymore. I'm willing to leave with you. Before Liu Zhaojiao could finish, Ziyi quickly made his stance clear. Liu Zhaojiao smiled and nodded. Ziyi was the tribe's top fighter. Everyone relied on him during hunts. His departure shocked everyone. Wait for me a moment. I'll go pack some things. Without waiting for Liu Zhaojiao's reply, Ziyi shifted into a tiger and raced toward his stone house. While waiting for Ziyi, the old chief rushed over in a hurry. Someone had seen Liu Zhaojiao arguing with Zudu. Worried she'd get hurt as a female, they went to get the chief. So the chief had no idea what happened next. Little female. I heard you're leaving the tribe. The chief panted, looking at Liu Zhaojiao. That Zudu was always a parasite. If sacrificing him could keep this female, the chief wouldn't hesitate. If it's because of Zudu, then I'll make sure you get a proper resolution. With that, the chief had Zudu carried out and thrown out of the tribe. He announced on the spot, from today, Zudu is no longer part of the White Tiger tribe. Zudu was still out cold. He had no idea he'd wake up as a rogue beast. Chief, I'm not leaving just because of Zudu. After the chief dealt with Zudu, Liu Zhaojiao finally spoke up. The chief's heart sank when he heard that. He had already secretly asked the witch doctor, and knew Liu Zhaojiao was healthy, and could definitely have kids. How could he let such a great female go? Just then Ziyi came back with his stuff packed. The chief pulled him aside, and they whispered for a long time. The chief wanted to convince Ziyi to stay, but Ziyi was determined to go with Liu Zhaojiao. His face set with resolve. In the end, the chief could only sigh helplessly. Chief, thank you for the tribe's hospitality these past few days. Liu Zhaojiao said her thanks, then left without looking back, taking the two with her. Leaving the White Tiger tribe, Liu Zhaojiao looked at the dense forest ahead, and had no idea which way to go. Mo Ran spoke up. I once heard from a traveling snake beastman that the farther south you go, the warmer it gets. The rainy season is coming and then the cold season. Let's go somewhere warm to get through the cold season. Zhaojiao, is that okay with you? Heading south for the winter sounds perfect. Liu Zhaojiao thought it over and having no other option agreed. She planned to take it easy and enjoy the journey. When the three of them left the tribe, it was already past noon. They hadn't gone far before it got dark. Luckily, Ziyi knew the area well, and quickly found a cave he'd discovered during a hunt. He and Mo Ran cleaned it up. Before carrying Liu Zhaojiao inside, Liu Zhaojiao sat on the ground covered with thick animal furs, watching them bustle around. She felt warm inside, with no sense of loss at all. Instead, she felt really happy. Then Ziyi spoke up. I know this area better. I'll go catch some prey. Mo Ran will stay in the cave with you. Mo Ran did want to stay with Liu Zhaojiao, so he had no problem with that. After Ziyi left, Liu Zhaojiao crooked her finger at Mo Ran, calling him over. The big black snake hesitated, but still obediently walked over and crouched beside her. You had a rough day today, don't take it to heart. Since I chose you as my mate, I only trust what I see. In my eyes, you're the best. Liu Zhaojiao knew Mo Ran was upset from being mocked, so she quickly comforted him. Mo Ran's eyes turned red when he heard that. Liu Zhaojiao pulled him to sit down and leaned her head on his shoulder, smiling as she said, from now on, if anyone says you're no good, just fight back. If you can't win, get your other mates to help. Mo Ran was amused and played along. Then Zhaojiao should find more strong mates in the future, so I can feel at ease. Liu Zhaojiao's face turned red with embarrassment. She lightly punched his chest. I'm serious. Mo Ran's expression turned serious. This continent is too dangerous. Ziyi and I alone can't protect you. Inside the tribe it's okay, but out here, I'm not confident. Liu Zhaojiao didn't want to think about that, she'd just let things happen naturally. Zhaojiao, how about letting Ziyi stay with you tonight? Mo Ran held Liu Zhaojiao's face in his hands. Only if Ziyi becomes your true mate. Will he be completely loyal to you? Liu Zhaojiao was surprised. She didn't understand why Mo Ran was so insistent on her finding a new mate. Liu Zhaojiao wanted to say more, but just as she started to argue, Mo Ran silenced her with a kiss. Her mind went completely blank. She felt like she was drowning in Mo Ran's embrace. Only when the little person in his arms went limp did Mo Ran reluctantly pull away. Once she came back to her senses, Ziyi returned, carrying a wild goat in his mouth. He said excitedly, "This meat will be so tender when roasted." Liu Zhaojiao saw the goat covered in blood and quickly hid in Mo Ran's arms. Seeing this, Mo Ran told Ziyi to take the goat outside first. Ziyi had wanted to impress Liu Zhaojiao, but it backfired. The frustrated tiger could only pick up the goat and leave the cave. After calming Liu Zhaojiao down, Mo Ran walked out of the cave. Zhaojiao is afraid of blood. From now on, clean the prey before bringing it to her. Also, don't let her fierce attitude today fool you. She's actually very timid. Even a bug can make her jump. Right after Mo Ran said that, a scream came from inside the cave. He and Ziyi rushed in immediately. Liu Zhaojiao threw herself into Mo Ran's arms. "What's wrong?" Liu Zhaojiao pointed at where she'd been sitting. Her voice trembling, she said, "There's something there." It turned out the cave was a bit dark, and Liu Zhaojiao felt something wiggling under her feet. When she looked closer, it was a thick earthworm. She hated slimy things like that, so she screamed without thinking. Mo Ran and Ziyi were stunned. They couldn't believe Mo Ran had just joked about Zhaojiao being afraid of bugs. And it came true so fast. "I'll take Zhaojiao outside first. Remember, you have fire powers. Use your fire to burn the cave." Ziyi looked at the earthworm and angrily formed a fireball in his palm and threw it. In an instant, the earthworm turned to ash. To make sure everything was safe, he swept the whole cave with fire and only let them in after checking carefully. "Ziyi, you stay and start the fire. I'll deal with the prey." Mo Ran quickly washed the goat and brought it back. Ziyi immediately took the meat to roast, but Liu Zhaojiao looked at the lamb. "I want lamb soup." Mo Ran and Ziyi exchanged a glance and hesitated. Lamb soup has a weird taste. A lot of beastmen can't stand it. Maybe I should catch another animal. Liu Zhaojiao smiled. She figured the weird taste they meant was the gamey smell. If she hadn't made it in the entertainment industry in her past life, she probably would have become a chef. She loved seeing her food get completely eaten. "I want to try." Since Liu Zhaojiao said so, Mo Ran and Ziyi couldn't refuse. So Mo Ran stayed and cut the goat meat into small pieces, just like Liu Zhaojiao asked. Meanwhile, Ziyi went out and found a bigger rock, used his sharp claws to hollow it out and made a stone pot. Liu Zhaojiao wanted to do it herself, but Ziyi was worried she'd get burned, so he had her direct him instead. First, put water in the stone pot and boil the meat. Take the meat out after it boils. Pour out the dirty water. Stir-fry the meat a few times. Then add water and boil it again. Ziyi didn't get why it had to be so complicated, but he did as he was told. Mo Ran's part was much simpler. Liu Zhaojiao directed him. Thread the lamb leg on a stick and turn it over the fire every so often. When it's almost done, just sprinkle some salt. The stone pot was thick, so the water took a while to boil. But once it did, the broth slowly turned white. Mo Ran and Ziyi's eyes went wide in shock. They'd never seen soup look like that before. What surprised them even more was that Liu Zhaojiao, a female, could cook. In the beast world, cooking was usually a dangerous job for males. While waiting for the soup, Ziyi went to the stream, found some rocks and made a few stone bowls. He also snapped off some branches to use as chopsticks. When Ziyi came back, the lamb soup in the stone pot was just about ready. Ziyi filled a bowl to the brim, wrapped it in animal hide and handed it to Liu Zhaojiao. Liu Zhaojiao paused as she took it, then met his purple eyes and couldn't help but smile. Smelling the fragrant lamb soup, Liu Zhaojiao leaned in and took a small sip. The rich, savory flavor instantly filled her mouth. The lamb was tender and sweet. She squinted her eyes in satisfaction. She never thought she'd eat this well in the beast world. After drinking it, Liu Zhaojiao was too full to eat more. Seeing she was done, Mo Ran and Ziyi finished off the rest. Full and satisfied, Liu Zhaojiao had Mo Ran move a big rock to the cave entrance, and she sat on it comfortably, watching the setting sun. The sun was a deep red, painting the whole western sky orange red. It was gorgeous. Thinking back to her past life, she was always busy with work and rushing to gigs. She never had time to really watch the sunset. Liu Zhaojiao called out to Mo Ran and Ziyi, who were still cleaning up. "Stop working, come sit with me." The orange-red sunset fell on Liu Zhaojiao. She was smiling brightly. Pointing at the sky, she said, "Look." Mo Ran looked where she was pointing. A small smile crept onto his face. It had been a long time since he'd just relaxed and watched the sky. though, looked totally confused. He had no idea what was so great about it. That made Liu Zhaojiao and Mo Ran burst out laughing. They stayed until the sun had completely set. Then Liu Zhaojiao stood up, stretched, and got ready to head back to the cave. Suddenly, a scary wolf howl came from the woods. Having always lived in the city, she'd never heard such a terrifying sound. Her heart started racing with fear. Mo Ran quickly pulled her into his arms. He whispered softly, "Don't be scared." At the same time, Ziyi shot off like an arrow. Soon, a thunderous tiger roar echoed from the woods. Liu Zhaojiao looked at Mo Ran in surprise. Mo Ran smiled and nodded. She never thought that Ziyi, who was usually so gentle, could have such a powerful roar. Under the bright moonlight, Liu Zhaojiao spotted Ziyi right away. He stepped out from the shadows of the dense forest. Zhaojiao rushed over to him. "Ziyi, you're amazing. You chased the wolves away that fast." Ziyi felt shy from all the praise. He scratched his head. His silver hair was now a total mess. Mo Ran, however, was getting jealous. But Liu Zhaojiao didn't notice. She went into the cave chatting and laughing with Ziyi. When she reached out for Mo Ran, she realized he was still at the entrance. "Mo Ran," Liu Zhaojiao called out sweetly. Hearing that, the frost on Mo Ran's face melted away. He smiled and walked right over. They made do in the cave for the night. When they woke up, Mo Ran and Ziyi had already packed everything. After a quick breakfast, the three of them headed south again. But they hadn't gone far when dark clouds rolled in. The air turned humid and heavy. Insects flew around frantically, bumping into Liu Zhaojiao's face. After the umpteenth bug smacked her forehead, it hurt so much her eyes instantly teared up. Seeing something was wrong, Mo Ran immediately stopped Ziyi, who was carrying Liu Zhaojiao. Mo Ran lifted Liu Zhaojiao down. He checked her forehead with concern. It was already a little swollen. Mo Ran felt terrible. "It's going to rain soon. Let's find a place to take shelter." Ziyi was also worried. They had hurried to the edge of the dense forest. In about half a day, they could get out. But if a female got caught in the rain, she could easily get sick or worse. They didn't dare take that risk. They finally found a huge tree hollow. The tree was so big it would take over a dozen people to wrap their arms around it. The hollow was clean, like someone had lived there. Just as they got Liu Zhaojiao inside, the rain started pouring down. Liu Zhaojiao watched the pouring rain outside. She patted her chest, still shaken. "Good thing I didn't get soaked." "Zhaojiao, are you hungry?" Mo Ran still held Liu Zhaojiao on his lap. Liu Zhaojiao nodded. Suddenly, Mo Ran sniffed and stared at her in shock. Liu Zhaojiao thought it was the bump on her forehead and quickly covered it. Mo Ran couldn't believe it. He sensed the presence of a child on Liu Zhaojiao. It was faint, but unmistakable. Ziyi anxiously looked her over, but didn't notice anything wrong with Liu Zhaojiao. So he turned his gaze to Mo Ran. "Thank you." Mo Ran suddenly hugged Liu Zhaojiao tightly, burying his face in her neck as tears fell. He never thought he'd have a child in this life. Liu Zhaojiao and Ziyi were confused. Liu Zhaojiao looked at Ziyi for help. Ziyi shrugged and shook his head. Finally, Mo Ran choked up and shouted excitedly, "Zhaojiao, you're pregnant." Mo Ran's words hit like a thunderbolt, leaving Liu Zhaojiao stunned. Her hand trembled as she touched her still flat belly, completely in disbelief. In her past life, she had trouble getting pregnant because of PCOS. Her boyfriend at the time not only cheated, but broke up with her when his new girlfriend got pregnant. As he left, he mocked her, calling her a hen that couldn't lay eggs. Liu Zhaojiao still couldn't believe it. She asked again, "Are you sure I'm pregnant? I don't feel anything." Mo Ran nodded. He gently placed his hand on her belly. "I can feel my bloodline power inside you." Liu Zhaojiao cried tears of joy. But Mo Ran thought she didn't want to have his baby. His heart sank again. Just then, a beep sounded. That familiar electronic voice appeared. "Congratulations on being pregnant with your first beast husband, Mo Ran's child. System rewards 500 points. Would you like to upgrade the space?" Liu Zhaojiao finally knew the system was real. Then why did the stupid system only show up now? She finally understood. It was because she got pregnant that the system reactivated. Liu Zhaojiao felt really helpless. "So about that space upgrade you mentioned. What are the benefits after upgrading?" "After the space upgrades to level 2. It will be twice as big as before. You can store more stuff. And there will be land for planting." Liu Zhaojiao grew up in the countryside with her grandparents. Farming was easy for her. Zhaojiao was tempted. "How many points for the next upgrade?" "The next upgrade needs 2,000 points. How do I get them?" "Getting pregnant and giving birth earn points. The more kids and the better their talents, the more points. You need to find more partners and have more babies. Liu Zhaojiao rolled her eyes. She felt like the stupid system thought she was an idiot. Upgrading the space didn't help her much. The system seemed to know what she was thinking. It kept talking. Points can also be used to buy things. Pain relief pill, 200 points. Painless delivery pill, 300 points. Quick recovery pill, 500 points. They're super useful. At that moment, Liu Zhaojiao was browsing the system shop. As she browsed, she complained. This stupid system would probably put a price tag on a pile of crap. So annoying. While she was complaining, she suddenly remembered Mo Ran and Ziyi were still outside. Startled, she lost focus and exited the shop. After hesitating for a while, Mo Ran finally said to Liu Zhaojiao, "If you don't want to have the cubs, I won't blame you." Liu Zhaojiao was stunned. What's going on? Seeing Mo Ran wasn't joking. She wondered if he didn't want kids. Liu Zhaojiao's face darkened. She thought, even in the beast world, she couldn't escape a jerk. She yelled at Mo Ran. "The cubs are mine. If you don't want them, just leave." "You want to have the cubs?" Mo Ran looked at Liu Zhaojiao in surprise. Liu Zhaojiao frowned. She hadn't done anything to make him misunderstand. Ziyi couldn't stand it anymore and stepped in to smooth things over. Zhaojiao doesn't not want them, it might just be too sudden. System. Is there any danger in getting pregnant and giving birth in the beast world? Don't worry, host. Once you're pregnant, the system will ensure your safety. Besides, there are plenty of life-saving items in the shop you can exchange for. Liu Zhaojiao felt relieved. She didn't want to end up losing both herself and the baby in her prime. Liu Zhaojiao reached out and patted Mo Ran's head. What did this guy use to wash his hair? It was so smooth. Ahem. Got distracted. Liu Zhaojiao held Mo Ran's face and said seriously, "I love our cubs, they'll be born safe and sound." Mo Ran's eyes flashed with disbelief. The next second, he pulled Liu Zhaojiao into a tight embrace. He couldn't help but start sobbing. Ziyi quietly slipped out of the tree hollow. He turned into a big white tiger and lay down at the entrance, leaving the space inside for the two of them. Liu Zhaojiao hugged Mo Ran's big head with concern. When Mo Ran looked up, Liu Zhaojiao looked him in the eye and said seriously, "I chose you, so I'll always be by your side. I really like the cubs, don't doubt me anymore." Mo Ran nodded heavily, his eyes red. Then he kissed Liu Zhaojiao's pouting lips. Liu Zhaojiao was still mad and wanted to push him away. But Mo Ran was way too strong. Plus, up close, Mo Ran looked even hotter. As Mo Ran's kiss deepened, Liu Zhaojiao went weak and collapsed into his arms. Mo Ran looked at the little female with flushed cheeks in his arms. Feeling amazing, he gave her a gentle kiss on the forehead and laid her down in the grass nest. Liu Zhaojiao fell asleep holding Mo Ran's hand against her face. Once Liu Zhaojiao was completely asleep, Mo Ran finally stepped out of the tree hollow. Ziyi quickly shifted back to human form and walked over. Ziyi craned his neck to peek inside. Seeing Liu Zhaojiao sleeping soundly, he breathed a sigh of relief. "We'll take turns taking care of Zhaojiao for now. Once her pregnancy is stable, you can bond with her." Ziyi smiled. Liu Zhaojiao's snake cubs usually take about 2 months to be born, but they come out as snake eggs. The male, Mo Ran, has to incubate them himself, and incubating snake eggs has very specific requirements. Any little issue and the eggs can die. That's why Mo Ran's clan has so few offspring. To make sure that when he's incubating the eggs, Zhaojiao still gets good care. "We need to get Ziyi to form the bond with her." Ziyi was thrilled when he heard that. Once the bond is formed, he'll finally be Zhaojiao's true, rightful partner. Strangely enough, ever since she got pregnant, Liu Zhaojiao has been sleeping more and more. Sometimes she even falls asleep while Ziyi is carrying her. To keep her from falling and getting hurt, Mo Ran and Ziyi decided to find a tribe to settle down in. Liu Zhaojiao had no objections. Plus, at the tribe she could learn from other pregnant women. After leaving the dense forest, a vast, endless grassland stretched out before them. Liu Zhaojiao had never seen such a beautiful place. Standing on the hillside, feeling the breeze on her face was incredibly relaxing. She squinted her eyes and spotted white dots suddenly appearing at the foot of the hill. She asked curiously, "What's that?" "Those are baba sheep. Baba sheep meat is delicious. It's a lot like the wild goats we caught in the forest. Their horns are different and the meat is more tender." Mo Ran explained thoughtfully beside her. "What about those dark ones?" Liu Zhaojiao pointed at the scattered black dots among the flock and asked, "Moo cows. Cows? Does that mean we can have steak?" Liu Zhaojiao was visibly excited. She held her belly and pointed at the dark dots in the distance. I want to eat moo cow meat. Mo Ran smiled at her craving and handed her over to Ziyi. He immediately transformed into a giant black snake and with a whoosh, charged toward the moo cows. Oh, that's so fast. Liu Zhaojiao couldn't help but admire. Nice. That speed belongs to Mo Ran and Mo Ran belongs to her. Soon Mo Ran caught a moo cow. Knowing Liu Zhaojiao was afraid of blood, Mo Ran chose to strangle the moo cow with his snake body. So there wasn't much blood. Liu Zhaojiao watched the moo cow being dragged back. Her eyes wide open, she leaned in for a closer look. Yow! This cow was huge. At least twice the size of the cows she'd seen in her past life. She thought to herself, with a cow this big, there's no way the three of them could finish it. Thinking about Mo Ran and Ziyi, one was her mate, and the other soon would be. Liu Zhaojiao felt it was time to reveal some of her secrets. You to take care of the moo cow first. I have something to tell you later. Mo Ran and Ziyi exchanged a glance but said nothing, just worked faster. Following Liu Zhaojiao's instructions, Mo Ran cut the beef into pieces, then wrapped them in clean leaves. Once the huge moo cow was reduced to piles of meat, Liu Zhaojiao stood up. She bent down, picked up a piece of meat, and with a thought, placed it into her space. Mo Ran and Ziyi saw Liu Zhaojiao holding the meat, and then it just vanished into thin air. Mo Ran and Ziyi's jaws nearly dropped. As you can see, I have a power too, but mine is a space power. Space power? Ziyi excitedly grabbed Zhaojiao's hand. You're a sacred female. Legend says a sacred female is born in the beast world every 5 years. Only sacred females have powers. The beast god and female god gave them to help with reproduction. But each sacred female has a different power. Last we heard, a sacred female appeared in the central continent. She had incredible fertility. And a wood power too. Too bad she couldn't heal people with it. Mo Ran and Ziyi finally understood why Liu Zhaojiao got pregnant so fast. It might be because of who she is. Liu Zhaojiao quickly asked the system about sacred females. Once she understood, she accepted the identity. It was way easier than explaining that she was from another world and the space was from a system. Liu Zhaojiao nodded. She thought they'd be happy. But instead they both looked worried. Liu Zhaojiao grabbed Mo Ran's hand. Why do you seem unhappy? Mo Ran smiled. We're just in shock. Ziyi chimed in. We can't believe our luck. Bonding with a sacred female. Even though it was explained, Liu Zhaojiao still felt they weren't telling the truth. But since she just shared her secret, it was normal for them to need time to process it. I'm hungry. Liu Zhaojiao rubbed her belly and whined. I want pan-seared steak. Even though they had no idea what pan-seared steak was, they agreed right away. Liu Zhaojiao picked out a few pieces of meat and stored the rest in her time-controlled space. Food put in there comes out exactly as it went in. Ziyi had been carrying the stone pot they made earlier. This was for cooking Liu Zhaojiao's meals. No matter how much trouble, they had to bring it. After washing the stone pot, Liu Zhaojiao had Mo Ran cut the beef fat into pieces. They added water and boiled it down to render the fat. The meat they made before wasn't very tasty. She realized it was because they hadn't used any oil. Now that they had some, she had to try it. Once the water was gone, Liu Zhaojiao quickly told Mo Ran to turn down the heat and keep simmering. On the other side, Ziyi picked a fairly flat large stone, washed it and following Liu Zhaojiao's instructions, took a fatty piece of meat and placed it on the stone to render the oil out of it. Then he put the sliced steak on to sear. The moment the steak hit the stone, it sizzled loudly. Ziyi quickly shielded Liu Zhaojiao with his body. Are you okay? Liu Zhaojiao shook her head, still shaken. Stand farther back so you don't get burned, Ziyi said, still shaken. Liu Zhaojiao was honestly a little scared too. Practice was different from theory. After making sure Ziyi was fine, she stood far away. With Liu Zhaojiao's remote guidance, a piping hot steak was freshly made. Ziyi cut the steak into small pieces and handed them to Liu Zhaojiao. Liu Zhaojiao took a bite. The meat was so tender it melted in her mouth. She couldn't stop nodding her head. Is it good? Ziyi was a little worried. After all, he'd never heard of this cooking method before. He really had no idea how it would taste. Liu Zhaojiao nodded with satisfaction. Meat in the beast world was unpolluted, just a little salt made it delicious. Ziyi tried a piece and was instantly amazed. He thought Liu Zhaojiao's cooking method was incredible. On the other side, Mo Ran was still watching the beef fat in the stone pot, because Liu Zhaojiao had told him to keep a close eye on the heat. If it got too hot, the cracklings would turn bitter. Liu Zhaojiao took a few bites of her steak, then walked over to Mo Ran and popped a piece into his mouth. Mo Ran was thrilled by the sudden feeding, but he didn't show it on his face. He savored the meat Liu Zhaojiao had given him. It really was better than anything he'd ever eaten. Liu Zhaojiao sure knew how to surprise him. Full and satisfied, maybe because of the pregnancy, she started to feel sleepy. There was no good place to rest on the grassland, so Mo Ran carried her as they traveled. Since becoming pregnant, Liu Zhaojiao slept deeply. When she woke up, it was already evening. Snuggled in Mo Ran's arms, watching the colorful sunset clouds, Liu Zhaojiao couldn't help but sigh. If only life could always be this peaceful. As soon as she said it, she felt Mo Ran tense up. She followed his gaze but saw nothing. What's wrong? Liu Zhaojiao nervously wrapped her arms around Mo Ran's neck. Come out. Mo Ran raised his hand, turning moisture into an ice spear aimed at the grass nearby. Liu Zhaojiao turned her head to look. A snake's head poked out of the grass. The snake had red rings around its body. Clearly, it was venomous. Hiss, hiss. Mo Fei never expected to run into a female as beautiful as Liu Zhaojiao while out hunting. Seeing Liu Zhaojiao held by Mo Ran, his heart itched. If only that female were his. Seeing the snake beastman across from him staring at Liu Zhaojiao in his arms, Mo Ran's face darkened. He immediately went into battle mode. Little female, what's your name? Mo Fei tilted his head, gazing dreamily at Liu Zhaojiao in Mo Ran's arms. Completely ignoring the two males, Mo Ran and Ziyi, Liu Zhaojiao curled up in Mo Ran's arms. Just one look at that snake and she hated him. So she ignored Mo Fei's words. You rogue beast, you dare to go after Zhaojiao? You're asking for it. Ziyi turned into a white tiger and charged forward. Mo Fei's snake body was thick, and he also had fire powers. Ziyi was no weak fighter. But against Mo Fei, the snake beastman, he was truly outmatched. Seeing Ziyi losing ground, Mo Ran quickly settled Liu Zhaojiao. Zhaojiao, I have to help Ziyi. Will you wait here for us, okay? Don't worry. I'll be fine. Liu Zhaojiao nodded obediently, signaling Mo Ran to go help quickly. Even though he was uneasy, Mo Ran still rushed over fast. He instantly conjured a bunch of ice spikes and shot them at Mo Fei, then transformed into a giant black snake, slamming his huge tail hard at the other's head. Mo Fei was sent flying, crashing into the ground and leaving a big crater. Interesting. Mo Fei smirked, his eyes turning sharper. That was just a warm-up, now it's for real. You watch Zhaojiao, I've got this. Mo Ran still wasn't entirely at ease. Wandering beasts are usually very cunning. If he wasn't alone, leaving Liu Zhaojiao over there alone would be too dangerous. Ziyi glanced at Liu Zhaojiao in the distance, then immediately ran toward her. Seeing Ziyi heading her way, Liu Zhaojiao stood up worriedly. Why are you here? The big white tiger slowly walked up to Liu Zhaojiao, guarding her from behind while watching the fight warily. Mo Ran's worried it's a trap, so he sent me to protect you. But Liu Zhaojiao was really anxious. She wanted to go help, but worried it would distract Mo Ran. All she could do was pace back and forth nervously. Don't worry. Mo Ran will definitely beat that guy. We'll protect you with our lives, Ziyi said reassuringly. Liu Zhaojiao nodded on the surface, but mentally called up the system. System. What's that guy's deal? Master. He's a snake-type wandering beastman with fire powers. Extremely strong in combat. By Beast World standards, he's about a 5-star beastman. Liu Zhaojiao was shocked. Then what star level are Mo Ran and Ziyi? Mo Ran is also 5-star. Ziyi is 4-star. Hearing that, Liu Zhaojiao breathed a sigh of relief. Both 5-star. So Mo Ran should be on par with him. The system then warned. Even if they're both 5-star, that wandering beast has been fighting since he was young. His combat strength is way higher than a 5-star from a tribe. The system urged the master to leave immediately, to avoid any danger. What? I thought it'd be an even fight at least. Didn't expect there to be a gap. Ziyi, go help Mo Ran. Ziyi wanted to help, of course. But he couldn't leave Liu Zhaojiao. He gritted his teeth and shook his head. No, your safety is what matters most. But Mo Ran matters a lot to me too. Liu Zhaojiao was almost in tears. Just now, she saw Mo Ran get hurt. Ziyi, please, go help him. I'm the sacred female. The beast god will protect me, I'll be fine. Ziyi still hesitated. Liu Zhaojiao had no choice. So she threatened him. If you don't go, I will. That wandering beast is after me anyway. I'll go. Ziyi had no choice. He scanned the area, making sure there were no beastmen around. Then you have to stay right here. If anything happens, scream. Liu Zhaojiao nodded quickly. Hurry up and go. Ziyi dashed off. He got there just in time to block Mo Fei's deadly blow, giving Mo Ran a moment to catch his breath. Why are you here? Mo Ran shouted anxiously. Then his attacks became even fiercer. Zhaojiao was too worried about you. I had no choice. Both of them knew this was risky. Now they had to gamble that the wandering beast had no backup. Mo Ran said coldly. Let's take him down together. With Ziyi's help. Mo Fei was soon losing ground. Since he couldn't win, he started playing dirty. He fought his way closer to Liu Zhaojiao, watching for the right moment. Mo Fei sneered. 2 idiots. Then he gathered a huge fireball and hurled it straight at Liu Zhaojiao. Mo Ran and Ziyi were shocked. Mo Ran was faster. He rushed over and shielded Liu Zhaojiao with his body. Liu Zhaojiao watched helplessly as the fireball hit Mo Ran. He coughed up blood and collapsed. She was terrified and heartbroken. She never expected the wandering beast to be so despicable. Run! Mo Ran, badly injured, turned back into human form. He barely forced out those 2 words. Ziyi saw Mo Fei about to lunge at Liu Zhaojiao again. Zhaojiao! Run! He charged forward and bit down on Mo Fei's tail. Mo Fei was furious. He thrashed his tail hard. But Ziyi held on tight and wouldn't let go. He was trying to buy time, so Liu Zhaojiao could get away. Stop it! Having watched Mo Ran get seriously hurt. And now Ziyi too. Liu Zhaojiao couldn't hold back her tears anymore. She couldn't take it anymore. She ran up to the wandering beast and shouted. You just want me, don't you? I'll go with you. Right now, keeping Mo Ran and the others alive is what matters most. No. Mo Ran struggled to get up but fell again. He was filled with unwillingness. He didn't want Liu Zhaojiao to save him. Mo Fei glared at Liu Zhaojiao fiercely. His eyes flashed with murder. Liu Zhaojiao pulled out a stone knife and held it to her throat. If you touch them, I'll kill myself. Mo Fei was stunned by her determination. Little female. I won't kill them. Just walk over to me slowly and I'll let them go. Mo Fei said. And swung his snake tail hard. He flung Ziyi over next to Mo Ran. Ziyi was unconscious and covered in blood. Liu Zhaojiao bit her lip and looked at Mo Ran and Ziyi. Steeling herself, she walked toward the wandering beast. As Liu Zhaojiao passed by Mo Ran, he grabbed her ankle, his eyes full of pleading. Don't go with him, I'd rather die. Liu Zhaojiao smiled slightly. She crouched down and patted Mo Ran's head. Don't be silly. You need to live. That way, you can protect me later. Mo Ran's eyes suddenly turned red. Even now, Liu Zhaojiao still believed in them. Hurry up. Mo Fei grew impatient and urged her angrily. Liu Zhaojiao pried Mo Ran's hand off. She patted it a few times to reassure him, then turned and walked toward the wandering beast. Liu Zhaojiao smiled slightly. You're pretty strong. But I like handsome males. Can I see what you look like as a beastman? Mo Fei was completely dazzled by Zhaojiao. He agreed without even thinking. Anyway, those 2 males are already out of commission. After shifting into his beastman form, Mo Fei smugly asked, How do I look? Liu Zhaojiao pretended to be shy and nodded. She walked up to him. Mo Fei reached out and lifted her chin. I don't even know your name yet. Liu Zhaojiao's lips curled into a smile. The moment he leaned in, she suddenly pulled out a dagger and stabbed it into Mo Fei's heart. Mo Fei's amused grin froze on his face. He couldn't believe it. Liu Zhaojiao's voice turned icy. You think you're worthy of knowing my name? With that, she shoved the dagger deeper into the wandering beast's heart. Mo Fei never saw it coming. That he'd die at the hands of this fragile female. The girl was a famous pop queen. But she somehow traveled back to the ancient beastman world, becoming a weak and helpless little female. She thought she'd lost everything overnight. But with the help of a baby-making system, she started to thrive. One by one, handsome beast husbands joined her harem. Now Liu Zhaojiao yanked out the dagger she'd plunged into Mo Fei's heart. Hot blood splattered all over her face. But she didn't even blink. She watched the wandering beast collapse. Zhaojiao. Mo Ran forced himself over and wrapped his arms around her. Liu Zhaojiao looked down at her blood-soaked hands. She was trembling all over. She didn't know where she found the courage. She just knew that if she hadn't killed that wandering beast, she'd have been taken. In this beast world, she didn't want to die. She was still carrying a cub. So she made a deal with the system to borrow points and traded for a modern dagger. While the wandering beast wasn't looking, she stabbed it in the heart. I'm sorry. Feeling Liu Zhaojiao trembling, Mo Ran pulled her into his arms, heart aching, and kept apologizing. Liu Zhaojiao's mind was filled with the wandering beasts dying. Eyes in her own blood-soaked hands. Females taken by rogues are either forced to breed or killed. She had actually killed someone. The next second, Liu Zhaojiao's vision went dark, and she fainted in Mo Ran's arms. In the cave, Liu Zhaojiao was still unconscious. Mo Ran had washed the blood off her face and body. He sat quietly beside her. Not far behind him, Ziyi lay covered in blood on an animal hide. Mo Ran's heart ached as he watched. The image of Liu Zhaojiao's face covered in blood, her body trembling, kept replaying in his mind. His heart hurt so much it even hurt to breathe. Suddenly, Liu Zhaojiao's eyelashes fluttered. Mo Ran rushed over immediately, knelt on one knee beside her and tightly held her hand. His eyes red as he said, "Zhaojiao, you're finally awake." "I'm fine. How are you?" Liu Zhaojiao reached out and wrapped her arms around Mo Ran's waist, leaning obediently into his chest. "I'm fine." Mo Ran shook his head. His biggest worry right now was still Liu Zhaojiao. He didn't care about himself at all. Liu Zhaojiao knew Mo Ran was lying. She could smell a strong scent of blood on him. But right now, she was more worried about Ziyi's condition, because she still hadn't seen him. Mo Ran didn't know how to tell her. So he just shifted to the side, revealing Ziyi lying on the other side. Within Liu Zhaojiao's line of sight, Liu Zhaojiao saw Ziyi covered in blood and unconscious. She immediately struggled to get up. Mo Ran carried her over to Ziyi. Liu Zhaojiao reached out to check Ziyi's breathing and found it was already very weak. "He's too badly hurt. Even with a witch doctor here." The rest of the sentence, Mo Ran couldn't bring himself to say. Liu Zhaojiao couldn't believe it and kept shaking her head. How could the gentle, kind big tiger just die like this? "System," Liu Zhaojiao called out in her mind. She remembered seeing a lot of medicine in the system shop before. "Master, what's wrong?" The system quickly appeared. "I need to save Ziyi. Give me the medicine that can heal him." Liu Zhaojiao's voice was full of urgency. The system fell silent. It had only agreed to let Liu Zhaojiao borrow points for the dagger in that critical moment. But right now, Liu Zhaojiao had no points. "You must have a way, right? Tell me. No matter the cost, I'll agree." Liu Zhaojiao only wanted to save Ziyi. She thought since the system let her borrow for the dagger before, it would work this time too. The shop does have healing pills that can cure all injuries quickly. But you have no points. The system reminded her helplessly. "Isn't there another way? Why could I borrow before but not now?" Liu Zhaojiao was about to break down. She held Ziyi's hand tightly, unable to bear thinking about him dying. The system remained silent. After a long moment, the system finally spoke again. "Does the master really want to borrow a healing pill?" Liu Zhaojiao didn't hesitate for a second. "Of course. Then once Ziyi is better, you need to become his mate right away. After you lay the snake eggs, get pregnant with a litter of tiger cubs as soon as possible and I'll advance it to you." Liu Zhaojiao agreed without a second thought. In the blink of an eye, a dark, round pill appeared in her palm. "Zhaojiao, it's all my fault for not being strong enough. If I were stronger, Ziyi wouldn't be like this." Mo Ran knelt before Liu Zhaojiao, his face full of guilt. "Mo Ran, do you have any water?" Liu Zhaojiao held the healing pill in her palm and asked Mo Ran beside her. Mo Ran quickly handed her the water pouch. "Help me sit Ziyi up." Mo Ran helped Ziyi up. While feeding him water, Liu Zhaojiao quietly slipped the healing pill from her palm into Ziyi's mouth. After he finished drinking, Mo Ran gently laid Ziyi back down and covered him with animal hide. Mo Ran knew well that Ziyi looked beyond saving. He wanted to take Liu Zhaojiao away, so she might not be so heartbroken. But then, the next second, Ziyi suddenly opened his eyes. Cough, cough. Then he spat out a mouthful of blood. "Ziyi!" Liu Zhaojiao quickly held him up. "I'm fine." Ziyi forced a smile at Liu Zhaojiao, whose eyes were red. He wasn't sure if it was just his imagination, but he felt like Liu Zhaojiao had given him something. Now it was Mo Ran's turn to be stunned. Ziyi was at death's door just a moment ago. How is he suddenly fine now? "I feel a lot better after drinking some water." Ziyi stared at Liu Zhaojiao, trying to see something different in her face. But who is Liu Zhaojiao? In her past life, she made it big in the entertainment industry. She does have some acting skills. That's great. "I knew you wouldn't want to leave me." Liu Zhaojiao threw herself into Ziyi's arms, crying. Mo Ran knew Zhaojiao had secrets. Ziyi waking up this time must have something to do with them. Ziyi and Mo Ran exchanged a look. They smiled knowingly. Since that's the case, they'd protect the secret together. Liu Zhaojiao slept for a whole day and night. Only then did she feel some of her exhaustion fade away. She stretched big and got ready to get up. She found she was alone in the cave. Strange, where did Mo Ran and Ziyi go? Liu Zhaojiao got up and walked barefoot to the cave entrance. She saw them just coming back. Why are you out here? Mo Ran hurried over. Seeing Liu Zhaojiao standing barefoot on the ground, he quickly picked her up. Where did you guys go? Liu Zhaojiao snuggled in Mo Ran's arms, feeling completely safe. We just walked around nearby, Mo Ran said softly. Carrying her back into the cave, Liu Zhaojiao didn't suspect anything. After all, she trusted Mo Ran and Ziyi. They would never do anything to hurt her. Are you hungry? Ziyi came over with a bowl of soup he'd made earlier. The soup had been sitting there since before Liu Zhaojiao woke up. Liu Zhaojiao nodded pitifully. She'd woken up hungry. And that was that. Liu Zhaojiao sat in Mo Ran's arms while Ziyi fed her. Life couldn't get more comfortable. Usually, one bowl of soup was enough to fill her up. But now that she was pregnant, she had soup and a bowl of meat before she felt full. She patted her belly. Good, no extra flab, she was relieved. You need to eat more. The snake babies need energy to grow. If you don't eat enough, they'll drain your own energy. Mo Ran held Liu Zhaojiao and said gently. He could already sense she was carrying 3 snake eggs. The Black Snake clan usually only has twins at most. 3 was a first. So does that mean I can eat as much as I want and not gain weight? Mo Ran was worried that carrying 3 babies might hurt her health. But she was only concerned about getting fat. Right? When Mo Ran didn't answer, Liu Zhaojiao asked again with hopeful eyes. Probably. Knowing she cared about her figure, Mo Ran smiled and hugged her tighter. You're too skinny, a little more meat would be good. Liu Zhaojiao couldn't help but laugh happily. As she laughed, she glanced at the quiet Ziyi. He always seemed to keep a low profile. Ziyi, how's your injury? Ziyi was surprised by her sudden concern. He quickly shook his head. I'm fine now. Maybe the beast god didn't want you to be sad if we were gone. Liu Zhaojiao took the hint and went along with it. Of course. You're my mates. They'll definitely be blessed by the beast god. Mo Ran and Ziyi looked at each other and laughed. Mo Ran, I want to talk to Ziyi alone for a bit. Liu Zhaojiao glanced at Ziyi, then gently patted Mo Ran, who was holding her, and said. Mo Ran understood what she was thinking. He was a little worried but felt it wouldn't be fair to Ziyi to stop her. I'm going out to hunt. Mo Ran set Liu Zhaojiao down, said that to Ziyi, and then walked away. It was almost dark outside. Ziyi wanted to stop him, but Mo Ran was already gone. Ziyi, come here. Liu Zhaojiao patted the spot next to her, signaling for Ziyi to sit. Ziyi hesitated for a moment, then obediently sat down. You've seen it. I'm not ordinary. Staying with me could be dangerous from now on. Do you still want to be by my side? Liu Zhaojiao had made up her mind. If Ziyi said yes, she would bond with him. Zhaojiao, are you trying to send me away? Ziyi's eyes instantly turned red when he heard that. He knew deep down that he really was too weak. Earlier, when they fought the rogue beast, he was the reason they ended up at a disadvantage. But he really liked Zhao. He liked hearing her say his name. He liked the way she looked at him. He liked her, he really, really liked her. No. Liu Zhaojiao was startled and quickly grabbed Ziyi's hand. But I'm just too weak. Ziyi lowered his head. He used to think he was strong. But facing the rogue beast made him realize how pathetic he really was. He couldn't even protect Zhaojiao. You idiot. Liu Zhaojiao felt terrible for him. She cupped Ziyi's face and made him look up. But I really love the big tiger. He's so soft to pet and riding him looks so cool. Hearing that only made Ziyi feel worse. Tears as big as beans kept falling. As Liu Zhaojiao spoke, and leaned in to kiss Ziyi on the lips. Ziyi froze. He stared blankly at Liu Zhaojiao kissing him. For a moment, he didn't know how to react. So Liu Zhaojiao just pushed him down and kissed him again. Feeling the softness on his lips, Ziyi finally snapped out of it. He immediately took control. Grabbing Liu Zhaojiao's head, he kissed her back hard. But his kissing skills were way too rough. It felt like he was just gnawing on her. Liu Zhaojiao felt like her lips were swelling up. Zhaojiao. Ziyi's voice turned husky. The desire in his eyes was obvious. Liu Zhaojiao, lying beneath him, nodded. She reached up and wrapped her arms around Ziyi's neck. With a gentle pull, they were tangled together again. Afterward, Liu Zhaojiao looked at the satisfied big tiger with a pout. If he hadn't held back because she was pregnant, she probably would have died in that cave tonight. That big tiger's stamina was terrifying. She felt like her back was about to break. Seeing Liu Zhaojiao pouting, Ziyi pulled her into his arms. He whispered softly, "Zhaojiao, don't be mad. I'll be more careful from now on." When Mo Ran came back, the air still smelled of their intimacy. He felt a strange restlessness inside. Liu Zhaojiao had already put her leather skirt back on, but she still felt uncomfortable. If only she could take a hot bath. But the beast world got freezing cold at night. Going out to find water would definitely make her sick. She couldn't help missing her heated bathtub back home. Suddenly, an idea popped into her head. She thought of a good plan for when morning came. She had to try it out. That night, Ziyi held Liu Zhaojiao as they slept. Mo Ran volunteered to guard the cave entrance. In the middle of the night, Mo Ran heard noises coming from inside the cave. He was about to go check. But once he heard the sounds, he understood. That awful tiger. How could he not care about Zhaojiao's health? Zhaojiao was still carrying his cubs. He'd have to find a chance to talk to him. Poor Liu Zhaojiao got woken up again in the middle of the night, waking up sore all over like she'd been run over by a train. Early the next morning, Mo Ran dragged the culprit Ziyi to the cave entrance and gave him a serious scolding. Now Ziyi was quietly watching over Liu Zhaojiao. When he saw she was awake, he quickly came over to pamper her. He brought water to wash her face and served her freshly cooked steak. Liu Zhaojiao looked at the steak cut into small pieces and felt warm inside. She was about to complain, but seeing how apologetic Ziyi was, she let it go. She started wolfing down her food. Once she was finally full, Liu Zhaojiao let out a loud burp. She covered her mouth and looked at Ziyi in disbelief. Ziyi just smiled softly. That made Liu Zhaojiao breathe a sigh of relief. A proper lady shouldn't burp in front of people. While Mo Ran and Ziyi packed up, Liu Zhaojiao checked her whole body for Ziyi's beast mark. She looked at her arms, legs, even her belly and chest, but still couldn't find it. Her voice a little shaky. Did the marking not work last night? Seeing Liu Zhaojiao so clueless, Mo Ran couldn't help but laugh. He pointed at her back shoulder and said, "The beast mark is right here." Liu Zhaojiao touched the spot and it was a little warm. She didn't know whether to laugh or cry, feeling so silly. After all that last night, how could it not have worked? Was it really true that pregnancy makes you forgetful? Are we heading south again today? After they packed up, Mo Ran walked over to Liu Zhaojiao and picked her up. "I want to make something." Thinking about a big bathtub, Liu Zhaojiao felt that making a tub was an urgent priority. She really didn't want to feel sticky and unable to clean up afterward. Mo Ran and Ziyi agreed without a second thought. Following Liu Zhaojiao's instructions, they quickly went to a forest. Liu Zhaojiao started picking carefully. Mo Ran spotted a tree that would take to people to wrap their arms around and thought it was perfect. He quickly asked, "Zhaojiao, is this tree okay?" Liu Zhaojiao looked around and nodded eagerly. This thick should be just right. Just as Mo Ran was about to put her down and cut the tree, Ziyi took over the job instead. He told Mo Ran to take care of Zhaojiao. Seeing the big tiger so hard at work, Liu Zhaojiao couldn't help but laugh. Ziyi was fast and felled the tree in no time. Under Liu Zhaojiao's direction, a brand new bathtub was finished in no time. Liu Zhaojiao tried to step into the tub, but Mo Ran picked her up and gently placed her inside. "You're pregnant. Don't do anything dangerous like that. Just tell us what you need." Mo Ran looked at her with concern. Liu Zhaojiao guiltily shrunk back. She really hadn't remembered she was pregnant just now. It was strange, actually. She'd been pregnant for over a month, but all she felt was a bigger appetite and more sleepiness. "System, am I really pregnant?" Liu Zhaojiao silently asked. "Master, you are indeed pregnant. The reason you have no morning sickness is that the system has blocked it for you. Also, during your pregnancy and childbirth, you will be in no danger at all." Liu Zhaojiao nodded, satisfied. Ziyi stared longingly at Liu Zhaojiao in the tub, his face full of hope. "Zhaojiao, how does it feel? My big tiger is amazing. You finished it so fast." Liu Zhaojiao praised him without holding back, making Ziyi a little shy. He scratched his messy hair and said to Liu Zhaojiao, "I'll use my power to heat the tub inside and out. That way, no bugs will get in." You have to admit, Ziyi was a thoughtful male. He'd even thought of that. Liu Zhaojiao wrapped her arms around Ziyi's neck and gave him a big kiss on the cheek. "Thank you, Ziyi." After putting the big tub into her space, the three of them kept moving. According to Mo Ran, The rainy season was coming soon, so they had to hurry. Otherwise, it would be a problem once it hit. Liu Zhaojiao didn't really understand the beast world's rainy season. She figured it was probably like the monsoon season. After all, in the beast world, you hunt for food and travel on foot. Constant rain would definitely be a pain. After a little while, they reached a river. Seeing the clear water, Liu Zhaojiao's skin was itching for a bath. She hadn't had a proper wash in days. The last place they rested had no river, and she felt awkward asking Mo Ran or the others to fetch water. Now that she saw such clean water, she couldn't hold back anymore. Can we rest here for the night, please? Liu Zhaojiao tugged Mo Ran's arm and begged. Mo Ran dotingly tapped her nose, then found a flat spot and set her down. I'll get some dry grass to lay down. Then cover it with animal hide so we can rest. Liu Zhaojiao nodded obediently. After Mo Ran signaled to Ziyi, he turned back into his snake form and went to find dry grass. Ziyi dropped what he was doing and came to sit by Liu Zhaojiao. Liu Zhaojiao was a bit annoyed. She made an excuse that she was hungry and told Ziyi to cook something first, while she went to wash in the river. Seeing it wasn't far, Ziyi agreed. Liu Zhaojiao happily took out a leather skirt and a clean hide to use as a towel from her space, and went into the water to bathe. The river was shallow, only up to her chest, so it was safe. Once Ziyi saw Liu Zhaojiao in the water, he got busy cooking her favorite beef. While the meat was simmering, he decided to check on Liu Zhaojiao. At the river bank, Liu Zhaojiao was sitting there drying her hair. Ziyi didn't say a word. He took the hide and helped dry her hair. When I was bathing just now, I think I saw fish in the river. Can we catch some for soup? Liu Zhaojiao looked up at Ziyi, who was carefully drying her hair. Backlit, he looked incredibly handsome. Ziyi smiled and patted her head. He turned into a big tiger and jumped into the river. Just then, Mo Ran returned. He saw Liu Zhaojiao excitedly, directing the tiger in the river to catch fish. But the tiger was pretty clumsy in the water. His fur was soaked and he hadn't caught a single one. Let me do it. Mo Ran gently stroked Zhaojiao's hair. After all, snakes are way more agile in water than tigers. Soon, Mo Ran came ashore. He opened his mouth and several big fish dropped at Liu Zhaojiao's feet. Seeing the lively fish, Mo Ran, you're amazing. Liu Zhaojiao happily hugged Mo Ran, who had just shifted back. She praised him without holding back. Leave the fishing to me from now on. You can give Ziyi more land prey. He's better at hunting on land. Liu Zhaojiao finally noticed the grumpy tiger. From now on, Ziyi can catch other animals for me. Fishing is Mo Ran's job. That's called playing to your strengths. Ziyi shot Mo Ran a grateful look. Then he nodded firmly at Liu Zhaojiao. From there, it was all up to Liu Zhaojiao, the head chef, to direct things. Otherwise, Mo Ran and Ziyi would have no idea how to handle the fish, let alone make fish soup. After cleaning, frying, and adding boiling water, simmering it over low heat made the soup turn as white as milk. Before serving, Ziyi sprinkled in some coarse salt. Try it. Is it the taste you wanted? Ziyi ladled out the soup, blew on it to cool it down, and handed it to Liu Zhaojiao. Looking at the milky white soup in the bowl, and the aroma wafting up, Liu Zhaojiao felt like she was drooling. She quickly took a small sip. The rich flavor instantly filled her mouth. It was even fresher than the fish soup she made in her past life. It was so fresh it was mind-blowing. Seeing Liu Zhaojiao take several sips of the soup, Ziyi finally relaxed. He had been worried he wouldn't make it taste good. Now, seeing how much she enjoyed it, he felt truly touched. Liu Zhaojiao noticed Mo Ran and Ziyi watching her, and quickly said, "You two should try it too." They each ladled themselves a bowl of soup. One sip was all it took to understand why Liu Zhaojiao wanted fish soup. It was incredibly fresh. "Do you want some of the fish meat, Zhaojiao?" Mo Ran saw that Liu Zhaojiao had finished her soup. The fish used for soup isn't as tasty, but Liu Zhaojiao still wanted to try it. So she had Mo Ran get some meat from the belly. Mo Ran noticed there were a lot of bones, so he carefully picked them out before giving her the fish. After eating and drinking their fill, Liu Zhaojiao wanted to look around. She'd been carried the whole way before and never got to see the beast world. Mo Ran and Ziyi never said no to her, so they took a slow walk with Liu Zhaojiao. The three of them reached the edge of the woods, and Liu Zhaojiao noticed a plant. She picked up a stick and started digging around it to see if it was one she recognized. Ziyi had no idea what she was doing. Liu Zhaojiao dug for a while but couldn't get it out. She gave up, dropped the stick, and turned to Ziyi, explaining what the plant was. Ziyi instantly shifted into a tiger and dug up the plant, roots and all in no time. It was a big, round, golden potato. Liu Zhaojiao picked it up and sniffed it. Once she confirmed it was a potato, she was thrilled. This is food, dig up more. Ziyi and Mo Ran looked around. And sure enough, found plenty more. Ziyi was fast and soon dug up all the potatoes nearby. Mo Ran handled the gathering, while Liu Zhaojiao stood by and watched. Seeing the pile of potatoes as big as a small hill, Liu Zhaojiao happily started explaining how to cook them. You can stew them with beef or just roast them. After months of eating nothing but meat, she was overjoyed to see potatoes. Maybe there was plenty more undiscovered food in the beast world. If they found it, they wouldn't have to worry about the cold season. Liu Zhaojiao put all the potatoes into her space and kept walking. Then she spotted a chili pepper plant. Liu Zhaojiao couldn't live without spice. After confirming she'd found chili peppers, she almost cried. No one knew how bland her meals had been lately. Too bad picking them all wouldn't last more than a few meals. System. Liu Zhaojiao bit her lip and crouched in front of the chili plant, silently calling out. Can the empty land in the space grow things? Master, the empty land in the space can be planted. Not only is the survival rate high, but the growth speed is also very fast. Liu Zhaojiao was relieved. She said to Ziyi beside her, Ziyi, help me dig this up by the roots. Be careful not to damage the roots. I want to plant it in the space. Ziyi and Mo Ran knew she had a space to store things, but they were surprised it could also grow plants. Ziyi followed Liu Zhaojiao's instructions and dug up the chili plant by the roots. As soon as the chili seedling was handed to Liu Zhaojiao, it vanished into thin air. By now, Mo Ran and Ziyi were used to it. The moment Liu Zhaojiao got it with a thought, the chili seedling was already planted in the empty land in the space. Finally, she watered the chili seedling and it was done. By then, the sky was getting darker. How dangerous the forest gets after dark. Liu Zhaojiao could guess without Mo Ran and the others saying it. So she immediately prepared to go back to where they had fish soup to settle down. They rested for a night without any trouble. When Liu Zhaojiao woke up in the morning, she smelled the fish soup. She couldn't help but sniff. Just then, Mo Ran walked over with a smile, holding the fish soup. Liu Zhaojiao rubbed her eyes and waved at Mo Ran. Mo Ran came over and lifted her out of the grass nest. He went to the river, wet a clean animal hide, and helped her wash her face. Then he carried her to the fire and sat down. This morning, while I was walking around nearby, I found some more potatoes and dug them up. I remembered you said they'd taste good roasted, so I threw a few into the fire. Try them, Mo Ran said as he spoke. He used a branch to poke a few blackened potatoes out of the fire. He peeled them, blew on them to cool them down, and handed them to Liu Zhaojiao. Liu Zhaojiao looked at the golden potatoes. She opened her mouth and took a big bite. The sweet, soft flavor spread in her mouth. She almost cried. It had been so long since she'd tasted something so familiar. Even though it still didn't have much flavor, the starchy texture was so comforting. After a bowl of fish soup, Liu Zhaojiao was completely satisfied. Mo Ran and Ziyi took a bite of the roasted potato, and their eyes lit up with surprise. They couldn't believe these little lumps were so fragrant and soft. The two of them ate all the remaining potatoes. Full on soup and potatoes, the three of them had to keep moving. It was going to rain here soon. Mo Ran flicked his snake tongue. He could feel the humidity in the air increasing. They had to leave quickly. They needed to find a place to take shelter from the rain. A human, a tiger, and a snake quickly crossed the grassland and reached a dense forest. Strangely, all the trees here seemed to be the same kind, and they all grew sideways. Based on her past memories, Liu Zhaojiao suspected it was actually just one tree. If that were true, this tree must be hundreds, maybe even thousands of years old. Let's stop here. Mo Ran stopped. Then he carefully set Liu Zhaojiao down. Liu Zhaojiao glanced around. She spotted a cave not far away. She pointed at the cave and said, "Why don't we stay in the cave? This rain should last 2 days. That cave is too low, it'll flood for sure." Mo Ran didn't know if Liu Zhaojiao would be upset by that. In the beast world, it's better to listen to the locals. Liu Zhaojiao was all about taking good advice. Mo Ran and Ziyi, as fast as they could, built a simple tree house. It was about 30 feet off the ground, so no worries about flooding. They covered the floor with a thick layer of leaves, and on top of that, Liu Zhaojiao laid out some animal hides from her space. That way, the floor was smooth and her feet wouldn't hurt. No sooner had they finished than the rain came pouring down. Soon everything around them was a blur of white. Liu Zhaojiao was glad she trusted Mo Ran and the others. Otherwise, they'd really be in danger. The heavy rain lasted a whole day. After eating her fill, Liu Zhaojiao started to feel sleepy. But Mo Ran and Ziyi kept frowning. This rain was even worse than they'd expected. They had a bad feeling about it. Just then, an uninvited guest burst in, putting Mo Ran and Ziyi on high alert. Liu Zhaojiao was about to go to sleep when a flash of red startled her awake. "Get out of here, now. This place is about to flood." When Liu Zhaojiao looked closer, she saw it was a red fox talking. "What do you mean?" Mo Ran asked nervously. "This area is low-lying ground. The rain today is too heavy. A flash flood is coming soon. No matter how high your treehouse is, it'll be underwater." Time was short, so Cayenne had to keep it brief. He then shifted into his beastman form. His fiery red hair immediately caught Liu Zhaojiao's eye. Red hair with a dangerously handsome face, and fuzzy fox ears on top of his head. It was almost unfairly cute. Mo Ran knew how serious this was. He knelt on one knee in front of Liu Zhaojiao and said, "Zhaojiao, we have to leave right now." Seeing how anxious Mo Ran was, Liu Zhaojiao nodded right away. The red fox introduced himself. "My name is Cayenne. Our tribe is nearby. You can bring the female and take shelter with us." Cayenne's gaze fell on Liu Zhaojiao. In that instant, this female gave him an uncontrollable urge to protect her. Mo Ran immediately picked up Liu Zhaojiao and set off. Cayenne jumped down from the treehouse and shifted back into a fox. A bright red ball, very noticeable. Mo Ran had noticed earlier that Liu Zhaojiao kept staring at the red fox. Putting everything else aside, that fox was really good-looking. And Zhaojiao happened to like good-looking things. Plus, he saw that the beast mark on the fox's arm was higher than his own. 7 stars if he stayed by Zhaojiao's side. Mo Ran decided to wait for the right chance to test this red fox's abilities. As soon as they stepped outside the treehouse, the heavy rain hit them hard. The raindrops stung as they struck their bodies. Liu Zhaojiao was about to speak when a huge leaf appeared over her head. The red fox had brought it in his mouth. "Thanks." Liu Zhaojiao reached out to take the leaf, but it was way too big. She couldn't even lift it. Mo Ran called for Ziyi. Ziyi quickly shifted back into his beastman form, leaped onto Mo Ran's big black snake head, took the leaf from the fox's mouth and held it over Liu Zhaojiao. Cayenne understood right away. He immediately jumped off Mo Ran's head. He led the way for Mo Ran and the others. Ziyi shaped the leaf into an arch, shielding Liu Zhaojiao completely. Now, even if Mo Ran ran faster, there was nothing to worry about. Soon, they left the woods. They arrived in front of a mountain peak. "Our tribe is just ahead." Cayenne didn't slow down. He said to Mo Ran beside him. This big black snake was way more capable than he'd thought. Once inside the tribe, Cayenne led them into a cave. The cave was big and deep, cleaner than Mo Ran's snake den. There were holes carved into the stone walls. Fresh flowers were placed inside the cave. Who would have thought? This fox actually had good taste. Seeing Liu Zhaojiao was interested in the flowers on the wall, Cayenne took one down and handed it to her. Looking at the flowers suddenly in her hand, Liu Zhaojiao paused and looked up at the fox. "Thanks. I don't even know your name yet." "My name is Cayenne." "An 8-tailed red fox." "My name is Liu Zhaojiao. These two are my mates, Mo Ran and Ziyi." When she mentioned her to mates, Liu Zhaojiao couldn't hide her pride. It made Mo Ran and Ziyi feel really happy too. "Hello," Cayenne nodded. "Settle in for now. I have something to take care of." With that, he shifted back into a fox and dashed into the rain. Liu Zhaojiao shrugged and found a spot to sit down. "Your animal hide is a little dirty. Let me get some water so you can wash up and change." Mo Ran noticed some mud stains on Liu Zhaojiao's animal hide skirt. Liu Zhaojiao nodded. Ziyi hurried to the cave entrance to keep watch. Liu Zhaojiao quickly took out a bathtub from her space. She also handed Mo Ran some buckets she had made earlier. Cayenne's cave had 3 levels. They were on the first level, and below that there was another level that looked pitch black. Mo Ran looked around and placed the bathtub in an empty room upstairs. "You stay here and watch over Zhaojiao. I'll get the water." Since Mo Ran could carry buckets with his snake tail, and after Ziyi turned into a big tiger, it was really hard for him to carry buckets. The task of getting water was usually Mo Ran's job. Ziyi nodded quickly. He also gathered some dry wood to make a fire to keep Liu Zhaojiao warm. Liu Zhaojiao looked at the heavy rain outside. She felt lucky to have met Cayenne. "Ziyi, what do you know about the Fox clan?" In her past life, Zhaojiao only knew about 9-tailed foxes from watching Xiangxia TV shows. Legend has it that the Fox clan's highest had 9 tails. But that was thousands of years ago. Now, the most that's ever appeared is an 8-tailed fox. Cayenne just said he has 8 tails, so he must be one of the strongest in the Fox clan. Liu Zhaojiao didn't expect the ordinary-looking Cayenne to be so powerful. She couldn't help but wonder what it would look like if he showed all 8 tails, imagining that fiery red fox with 8 tails swaying behind him. Liu Zhaojiao couldn't help but get a little excited. She had to find a chance to get Cayenne to show her his tails. Ziyi saw that her mind was clearly not on Cayenne's power, so he didn't keep talking about it. Just as Liu Zhaojiao was daydreaming, Mo Ran had already returned with water and filled the bathtub. After Ziyi used his ability to heat the water, he picked Liu Zhaojiao up and brought her over. Seeing they weren't leaving, Liu Zhaojiao awkwardly spoke up. "You don't have to watch over me." Even though they'd already seen everything, having them stare at her while she bathed was something she really couldn't ignore. "No." Mo Ran and Ziyi refused without a second thought, which Liu Zhaojiao found a little strange. Back in the tribe, a female once drowned while bathing. "You need someone with you at all times," Mo Ran explained, seeing how shy Liu Zhaojiao was. Mo Ran thought it over, "Then we'll wait by the door." Liu Zhaojiao nodded and didn't argue. Once they turned their backs, she finally felt safe enough to take off her animal hide skirt and get into the tub. Sinking into the warm water, she felt an incredible sense of relief. Liu Zhaojiao closed her eyes in contentment. If only she had bath salts or soap. Liu Zhaojiao pouted, thinking. Then she suddenly remembered the soapberry tree from her elementary school textbook. Once the rain stops, she'd have to check the nearby woods. If she could actually find one, it wouldn't just help her, it'd benefit the whole beast world. Liu Zhaojiao couldn't help but hum happily at the thought. Mo Ran and Ziyi, waiting by the door, were completely blown away by the beautiful melody. Liu Zhaojiao, still bathing, had no idea her voice had just won over to more fans. When she got out of the tub, Liu Zhaojiao looked down at her swollen belly. It wasn't huge, but it was clear she was pregnant. She glanced at the unworn animal hide skirt nearby. The hide was light and soft, she really liked it. Once she got a closer look at the pattern, Liu Zhaojiao realized it was made from Mo Ran shed snakeskin. It felt a bit weird, but she put it on anyway. Mo Ran had sewn the snakeskin really well. On Liu Zhaojiao's fair skin, it looked even better. "My belly's getting pretty big, am I close to giving birth?" Liu Zhaojiao touched her belly and asked Mo Ran. In the beast world, there's no phone to track the days. She wasn't sure how far along she was. Mo Ran said firmly, 10 more days. Then he carried her downstairs. As soon as he set Liu Zhaojiao down, Cayenne came back carrying a big piece of meat. When he entered the cave and saw Liu Zhaojiao, he froze. Because she had just bathed, her face was still flushed. Paired with the new animal hide skirt, she looked incredibly tempting. Cayenne forced down the heat in his gut and handed over the meat. "The chief knew I had guests and gave us extra meat." Looking at the familiar meat in Cayenne's hand, Liu Zhaojiao felt a moment of daze. "What kind of meat is this?" Cayenne looked at the chicken in his hand. He didn't see anything wrong, but the little female's question made him uncertain. He answered hesitantly, "We foxes love eating chicken. The tribe caught wild chickens and raised them. They hatched generation after generation and ended up like this." Liu Zhaojiao didn't expect the fox tribe's animal husbandry to be so advanced. The chickens were almost as plump as modern farmed ones. At that moment, 1,000 ways to cook chicken flashed through Liu Zhaojiao's mind. She felt like she was about to drool. "Hey, Cayenne, I want to try roasting the chicken." Liu Zhaojiao wiped her mouth. There was no actual drool. She said impatiently, "The fox tribe really knew how to handle chicken." Cayenne cleaned the chicken in no time. Then she watched him stuff some fruits and unknown leaves into the chicken's belly and secure it simply with a branch. Then he set it up over the fire to roast. "What did you put inside?" Liu Zhaojiao asked, very curious. "A kind of sour fruit. It makes the chicken tender and fragrant." She didn't expect the fox tribe to be so particular about food. Liu Zhaojiao really liked that about them. She quietly crouched nearby, watching. Mo Ran couldn't stand it. He walked over, picked her up, and sat her on his lap. Startled, Liu Zhaojiao snapped out of her trance. She relaxed once she saw it was Mo Ran. But Mo Ran was clearly getting jealous. Zhaojiao was staring at another male so intently. He sensed danger. "Zhaojiao, are you tired? Want to take a nap?" Mo Ran gently touched her cheek and asked softly. But Liu Zhaojiao only had roast chicken on her mind. She wasn't sleepy at all. She shook her head. "I'm not tired." Mo Ran unconsciously tightened his arms. till it made Liu Zhaojiao uncomfortable. She frowned and turned to look at the man holding her. What's wrong with you? I'm fine. You're due in 10 days. You should rest more. Liu Zhaojiao looked at the chicken, which hadn't changed color yet. She figured it would take a while. So she nodded obediently. Then I'll doze off in your arms. Wake me when the chicken's ready. Seeing how eager she was, Mo Ran realized he might have misunderstood. He couldn't help but laugh. After all, Liu Zhaojiao had just escaped for her life. She was already exhausted after her bath. She was so focused on the roast chicken that she forgot how tired she was. Now, leaning against Mo Ran, she quickly fell asleep. Cayenne glanced up, then went back to roasting the chicken. He could tell that Liu Zhaojiao really liked chicken. Ziyi worried she might not like Cayenne's roast chicken, so he decided to prepare a backup. He used a stone slab to cook the beef and potatoes that Zhaojiao had taken out of her space earlier. Liu Zhaojiao woke up to the cave filled with delicious smells. She opened her eyes, met Mo Ran's gaze, and couldn't help but smile. I'm hungry. Liu Zhaojiao wrapped her arms around Mo Ran's neck and whined. The roast chicken is ready. Ziyi's beef stew is done too. Mo Ran carried Liu Zhaojiao over to the campfire. She saw a large leaf spread on a rock by the fire. On the leaf was a fragrant roast chicken, along with tender beef and potatoes. Since the stone bowls were still in the space and couldn't be taken out in front of Cayenne, Ziyi and the others had already thought of that. They figured if wood could be used to make buckets, it could probably be used to make bowls too. So in front of them were several wooden bowls. Liu Zhaojiao was both surprised and delighted. Ziyi and the others were pretty clever. Now she wouldn't have to deal with sore arms from holding heavy stone bowls. Cayenne made these wooden bowls. His ability is wine-based, so he can make them way faster than we can. Ziyi didn't take credit for the wooden bowls. Cayenne was surprised he'd just helped out on a whim. And when he saw the finished product, he was impressed by the wooden bowls. He thought that when Liu Zhaojiao woke up, he'd ask if she could teach the tribe how to make them. Thanks, Cayenne. Liu Zhaojiao thanked him casually. Cayenne waved his hand. A suspicious blush crept across his face. And no, don't mention it. Liu Zhaojiao was pretty and always smiling, which made single Cayenne feel shy. Hey, Zhaojiao, can I have the tribe make more of these wooden bowls? Cayenne asked seriously. Of course you can. Liu Zhaojiao didn't think much of it. To her, it was a small thing. Besides, Cayenne had helped her out, so she wasn't about to say no. Cayenne hadn't expected her to agree so easily. He'd been ready to offer something in return. Zhaojiao, aren't you hungry? Go ahead and eat. Ziyi still wasn't great with chopsticks. It took him a few tries to put a piece of beef in Liu Zhaojiao's bowl. Seeing the big tiger struggle like that, Liu Zhaojiao couldn't help but laugh. Then she showed Ziyi how to use chopsticks, hand over hand. Ziyi felt her soft, delicate hand over his, and his heart pounded like it might burst out of his chest. Once she saw he'd gotten the hang of it, Zhaojiao let go. Ziyi suddenly felt like something was missing. He forced a faint smile. When he successfully picked up a piece of potato, Liu Zhaojiao couldn't help but clap. Ziyi, you're so smart. Praised like that, Ziyi scratched his head, a little embarrassed. His face turned visibly red. Mo Ran wasn't about to be outdone. Copying how Liu Zhaojiao held the chopsticks, he easily picked up a piece of beef. Yao! Mo Ran, you're amazing. Liu Zhaojiao praised him just as enthusiastically. Mo Ran raised an eyebrow proudly, his eyes full of triumph. Cayenne sat nearby, watching them, seeing them getting along so well. His eyes were full of envy. It reminded him of the females in the tribe. No matter how much the males did, they never got a single compliment. To them, it all seemed like it was just expected. Compared to that, Liu Zhaojiao was really great. This beef and potato stew is really delicious today. Liu Zhaojiao took a bite, nodding as she spoke. Ziyi shyly lowered his head. He'd just make it for Zhaojiao more often from now on. Seeing everyone eating the beef, Cayenne looked a little disappointed. Just as Cayenne thought Liu Zhaojiao didn't actually like roast chicken, and was just saying that, Liu Zhaojiao tore off a drumstick with her hands and started eating it with gusto. Yao! This roast chicken is even better than I imagined. As Liu Zhaojiao spoke, then couldn't help taking another big bite. Hearing Liu Zhaojiao's praise, Cayenne's eyes lit up and he perked up immediately. He quickly handed her the other drumstick. Liu Zhaojiao took it with a smile. Thanks, Cayenne. This is the best roast chicken I've ever had. She also made sure to invite Mo Ran and Ziyi to try some. Ziyi and Mo Ran had already noted how the roast chicken was made, thinking that if Zhaojiao liked it, They'd roast one for her themselves later. Liu Zhaojiao had no idea what they were thinking. She just strongly encouraged them both to give it a try. Mo Ran wasn't that interested in the chicken. He ate a small piece and stopped. But Ziyi was really into it. After Liu Zhaojiao ate to drumsticks, he finished off the rest of the roast chicken. Ziyi noticed that Kai Yan hadn't eaten a single bite, feeling a little embarrassed. Why don't you try my beef? It's pretty good too. Kai Yan had been wanting to try that so-called stewed beef. He didn't hesitate and just grabbed a piece and tossed it in his mouth. It melted on his tongue, way better than grilled meat. Yours is really good too. After Kai Yan swallowed the meat in his mouth, he said to Ziyi, watching Ziyi act so clueless, getting along so well with that sly fox. Mo Ran wanted to kick him to wake him up, to remind him whose side he was on. Luckily, even though Ziyi wasn't the sharpest, he kept an eye on Mo Ran. Seeing that Mo Ran seemed upset, he quickly wiped the smile off his face. Full and satisfied, Liu Zhaojiao started feeling sleepy again. Why am I getting tired so fast? Liu Zhaojiao couldn't help muttering. Because you're due in 10 days. You'll probably feel like this for the next 10 days. Mo Ran hugged Liu Zhaojiao and explained patiently. Liu Zhaojiao had never felt this uncomfortable. She asked in disbelief. This whole eat and sleep cycle. Is it going to last until I give birth? Mo Ran didn't get why Liu Zhaojiao was so worked up. But he nodded anyway. Liu Zhaojiao felt like the sky was falling. If I keep eating and sleeping like this, I'll turn into a ball. System. Is there any way to speed up the pregnancy? Master. The system shop has pills that shorten the pregnancy. But they cost 2,000 points. However, you not only have 0 points, but you also owe the system 1,000 points. What kind of crappy pill costs 2,000 points? Why don't you just rob me? Liu Zhaojiao was on the verge of tears and had no choice but to give up. How did she end up in debt? System. Is there any way to earn points? Besides mating and having kids? If she had to rely on that, how many babies would she have to have? Master. You can also use your past life knowledge to benefit the beast world. Achievements will earn you corresponding points. Liu Zhaojiao's eyes lit up. So, can promoting wooden bowls work? Getting a positive answer from the system, Liu Zhaojiao suddenly felt motivated. I'm sorry. If I could, I'd rather be the one going through this. Mo Ran looked at Liu Zhaojiao with guilt, afraid she'd resent him for the hardships of pregnancy. Liu Zhaojiao looked confused, gently cupped his face and comforted him. What are you overthinking? How could I blame you? She also rubbed her belly. I really love the little one too. Mo Ran finally relaxed. Zhaojiao, don't worry. Ziyi and I will take turns hunting during this time. We'll make sure to take good care of you. Kai Yan then pointed at the grass nest nearby and said to Mo Ran. This grass nest can be for Zhaojiao to rest in. It's pouring rain outside, so we can't build a new nest anytime soon. Zhaojiao will have to make do for now. Liu Zhaojiao didn't mind, but Mo Ran insisted. While Kai Yan wasn't looking, he took some animal hides from his space and laid them down, only then letting Liu Zhaojiao sleep in it. Seeing the animal hides appear out of nowhere, Kai Yan didn't think much of it. After all, it wasn't unheard of for Beastmen to have spatial abilities. But what he didn't realize was that the one with spatial powers wasn't Mo Ran but Liu Zhaojiao. You guys rest here. I'll crash at a friend's place. With that, Kai Yan shifted into his fox form. He glanced at Liu Zhaojiao, who was already asleep, then dashed into the rain without looking back. After Kai Yan left, Mo Ran's face darkened. He asked Ziyi directly, What do you think of that fox? Ziyi didn't understand why Mo Ran suddenly asked, so he answered honestly. He's strong and good-looking. Zhaojiao seems to like him. In the beast world, it's embarrassing for a female to have fewer than 3 or 5 mates. Ziyi didn't mind. But Mo Ran was extremely possessive. He already didn't want to share Liu Zhaojiao with Ziyi. And on top of that, Ziyi wasn't very strong. As for that fox, he'd have to test that fox's strength soon. Liu Zhaojiao ended up staying in the fox den for 3 days without realizing it. On the 3rd day, the heavy rain finally stopped. Seeing the sunrise outside the den, Liu Zhaojiao couldn't help wanting to go out and look around. The rain had been so heavy before that she hadn't even seen what the fox tribe looked like. Plus, Kai Yan had kindly taken them in, so she felt she should show some gratitude. That's why Mo Ran had gone out hunting early in the morning, planning to give the fox tribe a kill as a thank you gift. Zhaojiao, want to go for a walk? Seeing that Liu Zhaojiao seemed eager to go out, Ziyi immediately went to her side and shifted into his white tiger form. Then he lay down at Zhaojiao's feet. Liu Zhaojiao was pregnant now. She couldn't just ride on the tiger's back like before. So she decided to sit sideways with both legs on one side. Ziyi had no problem with Liu Zhaojiao sitting that way. As long as he walked steadily, there wouldn't be any issues. Once they left Kaiyan's cave, Liu Zhaojiao realized the cave was pretty high up. Going down the slope, she saw a bunch of fox cubs playing nearby. When they spotted the white tiger and Liu Zhaojiao on its back, the cubs all turned to look. A lot of adult beastmen also noticed Liu Zhaojiao on the white tiger's back. One female with fiery red hair gave Liu Zhaojiao a challenging look, which made her really uncomfortable. A leopard, a white fox, and a Siberian tiger were lying at her feet. They seemed to be her mates. "What's your name? And why are you staying in Kaiyan's cave?" The red-haired female asked Liu Zhaojiao. Without any politeness, Liu Zhaojiao didn't want to deal with someone so rude. Besides, who she stayed with was none of that female's business. "Hi, I'm Yinling. She's Tana. We're both females of the tribe." The silver-haired female walked over and greeted Liu Zhaojiao very politely. "Hi." Liu Zhaojiao smiled back out of politeness. "My name is Liu Zhaojiao. We ran into heavy rain while traveling with my mates. Kaiyan was worried we'd be in danger, so he let us stay in his cave." "No way." Tana immediately snapped. Liu Zhaojiao didn't want to fight, but Tana was clearly trying to pick one. "Whether it's possible or not has nothing to do with you. As far as I know, Kaiyan isn't anyone's mate." Ziyi was worried Liu Zhaojiao might get bullied, but he didn't expect her to be so sharp with her words. Liu Zhaojiao looked at Tuna's slightly swollen belly and couldn't help rolling her eyes. She's carrying another beast husband's child, yet she's still hung up on Kaiyan. "Everyone in the tribe knows Kaiyan is mine. Who do you think you are to compete with me?" Liu Zhaojiao almost laughed at Tuna's shamelessness. "Did Kaiyan actually agree to be your mate?" Liu Zhaojiao knew how to hit where it hurt. Even though Tana didn't answer, the crowd's reaction gave it away. She couldn't help laughing. "So you're just fooling yourself." "Oh well. I was worried I wouldn't get to eat Kaiyan's roast chicken anymore." "What? Kaiyan made you roast chicken?" Tana screamed and couldn't hold back anymore, lunging straight at Liu Zhaojiao. Females in the beast world were much bigger and stronger than Zhaojiao. Ziyi quickly shifted into human form and shielded Liu Zhaojiao in his arms. But Tuna's long claws left several bloody scratches on his back. Liu Zhaojiao was furious. She stepped forward and slapped Tuna across the face. "You're asking for it." Tuna never expected an outsider female would dare to hit her. "You idiots! Are you just going to watch me get bullied?" Tuna yelled angrily at her mates. But according to Beast World rules, males can't interfere in female fights. Otherwise, they could be kicked out of the tribe and become rogues. Her mates shifted into human form but looked uneasy. "Useless losers." Tuna glared at them. She turned back to Liu Zhaojiao. "Liu Zhaojiao, you've crossed me. The fox tribe won't let you stay any longer. Looks like you're about to give birth. If you're out on your own, you might not make it. You have to admit, Tuna's mouth is really vicious. She actually said something that cruel." Yinling stepped in to calm things down. But Tuna, furious, shoved her to the ground. Liu Zhaojiao was totally speechless. She stepped out of Ziyi's arms and helped Yinling up. "Are you okay?" Yinling shook her head. She whispered to Liu Zhaojiao. "Zhaojiao, don't mess with Nana. She's a sacred female. If this blows up, the tribe will side with her." This was Liu Zhaojiao's first time seeing a real sacred female. But logically, sacred females are chosen by the beast god and female god. Keep the beast world going. So shouldn't a sacred female be easygoing like Yinling? Someone as bossy and mean as Tana. How is she fit to be a sacred female? Thinking back to when she pretended to be a sacred female, Liu Zhaojiao started to regret it. With a female like her, she could understand why Qiyin didn't like her. Liu Zhaojiao didn't back down. Yinling was shocked. Usually, if an ordinary female offends a sacred female, they'd be scared enough to kneel and apologize. "Are you all dead? She's bullying me and you still won't act? Do I have to break our mate bond?" Tana yelled angrily at her mates. The leopard, white tiger, and Siberian tiger got up and walked toward Ziyi and the others. They thought, even though they couldn't hit a female, but if they beat that white tiger, Na would be happy, right? Ziyi sensed the killing intent. He shielded Liu Zhaojiao and whispered to her. "Zhaojiao, stay back, they're coming for me." Liu Zhaojiao grabbed Ziyi's arm, worried. "No, they outnumber you, you can't fight them." Just as they were about to reach Ziyi, a fierce beast suddenly dropped from the sky. The crowd gasped, their faces turning pale. Morin's voice rang out. Zhao Jiao, are you okay? Liu Zhaojiao's nose stung and tears fell instantly. They're bullying me and Zi. Tu Na didn't expect Liu Zhaojiao to have a 5-star beastman. Her own mates were only 4-star at best, no match. Who are you? Tu Na glanced at her 3 useless mates, then fixed her eyes on Moran. I'm Moran, Zhaojiao's beast husband, Moran declared boldly. Jealousy flickered in Tu Na's eyes. She was a saintess, yet her highest mate was only 4-star. I'm Tu Na, the saintess. Before Tu Na could finish, one look from Moran made her swallow the rest of her words. Tu Na froze. She actually saw murder in a male's eyes. Before, any male would flock to her once they heard she was a saintess. But this snake beastman wanted to kill her. Just then, the chief and Kai Yan arrived.